not
in.
holding on, Saba. In fact, we're starting with Super Paper Mario Episode 4. Woo! Exciting.
Ooh.
Woo! We're
Luckily,
moving
my
on to
song
the, we're
decided
moving
to
on
finish
yes.
perfectly.
But nice. We are moving on to the fourth world. I don't remember what this is. Oh, shit.
Sorry. Oh, you're stuck.
I forgot. Oh.
Okay, well, I guess we're not doing that. We're gonna be spending most of our time with you getting through this.
Oh.
If I do this, will things screw up?
Holy shit.
Great.
Carrie, please.
So talk to me. How's it going?
In what context? The fact that I totally forgot that I was supposed to like do this before stream today, or just in general?
In general.
In general, things are going very well. Today was a lot of fun. I already talked that we had a family game night tonight, and I enjoyed it a lot. We got to play Root. Yes. It's been a long time since I was able to play like a full game of Root from start to finish. Oh, thank God I don't have to do the whole thing.
Very
The door's already here.
nice.
Yeah, that was fun. I got to play the Corvid Conspiracy, which means I was playing little crows, and I forgot that my copy. Oh, hey, nice. That's a full heal. I forgot that my copy of the Underground expansion, like the Underworld expansion, where the Corvid Conspiracy, you know, what is. I forgot that one of my crow pieces came with a manufacturer's defect. So, like, the back of his head is caved in.
Oh, yikes.
And so I was just like, my son. I love my son. And it was really funny because it actually had like bargaining power in the game where my sister was playing the Eerie. So she was like, I gotta attack you, Zach. And I was like, well, who are you gonna attack? Are you gonna attack this random bird or my son? But my son just so happened to be in a clearing that was much more beneficial for me, and like she should have attacked it, but she was like, I can't attack your son, and so she attacked the other one, and I was like, yes. I packed everything up already, but if I remember to do it tomorrow before stream, I'll post a picture of my son.
Welcome back, Grant.
Welcome back, Grant. Hello.
We were just talking about Zach's son.
My son.
Okay. Your son?
His son.
I don't know if you really got to enjoy his presence, Grant, but you remember the Underworld expansion that I bought for Root? I forgot that one of the little crow pieces has like his head caved in, like it was a manufacturer's defect. So I was just like, it's my son.
Your son.
I love my son.
It's my son.
Your son.
Oh God, what did I have to do here? Do you remember?
That's a good question.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
No! Stop, make it stop.
I'm gonna be slightly distracted as I'm kind of also... Wait, just once you get ready for the new stuff, or you get to the new stuff, I'll come back. But I'm playing The Sims right now. I'm so happy. I haven't played Sims since high school.
Really?
It's been like a long time.
Which
Oh,
one?
I already
So-
had Dudley. Okay.
I think it was Sims 4. Open the volume mixer. Lower this. Bring you up because I don't know why Grant is low.
Because he's tired.
Speak loud. Okay, you are tired. I do remember this.
It's true.
It's not wrong.
But I be eating now.
What are you
That's
eating,
what
Grant?
you eating.
For the party, I made hot dogs for everybody, and so I have the leftover hot dogs.
Oh yeah, what was your costume?
Oh, I put it in the chat of the As the Wind Blows, but I was a butler because two of my friends were made a bet to be maids, and then unfortunately that fell through because they couldn't get the outfit in time. Sadly, they made the bet too late. So I wanted to be a butler to
compensate.
To compensate. No, just to do it with them. But so I still did it though.
Nice. If I could do an Adrian-esque costume, like a full character getup or whatever, I would love to do Cecil from Ghost Trick one day.
That'd be amazing.
I have the hair for it.
Just got to get a ton of gel.
An enormous amount of gel, and it needs to be dyed.
Yeah, oh, it's true.
Cecil is blonde, so. Oh. Right. I remember this. So for Grant, since you're not familiar, I guess, or because like you weren't here yesterday, we beat chapter 3, but as part of beating chapter 3, Saba wanted us to go back to get the optional pixel berry, and I was like, okay, that's great. And then I didn't realize that, because at the end of the level they had this like weird one-off enemy sort of thing where if you touch him he kicks you out of the level. Fuck.
And at first I was like, Zach, don't touch him. But then I recounted that statement. I was like, wait, never mind, Zach, don't touch him, Zach. And that whole time he was just like, oh, I think in his mind he's like, oh, I can get rid of this guy.
Yeah, because I had Bowser. Because you get Bowser in World 3, and I was like, oh, dude, he probably dies to fire, and so I killed him with the fire. I was right.
And so he killed him.
And so now we're stuck.
Screwing himself into.
We are stuck in World 3 because you can't leave. Like, I don't know. I thought there was a way to like leave a level and go back to flip side, but apparently not.
I was about to say, I thought you. I swear there is.
But I looked. I couldn't find it. Now I'm just slowly making my way through World 3 again.
Making his way downtown.
Don't do it. Nice. Nice. Alright, boomer.
And now we're here.
Now we're
just watching him as he makes his way.
Listen.
Gotta love the tree.
It's a great tree. It's just very tall. It's not nearly as engaging the second time you do it. Wait. Oh. I am.
Oh
I think I'm a fool.
Ah.
Because now I think about it, I already hit the button on the previous run. So the door should be here. I was literally just thinking about like, wait a minute. Do I need to do this? Oh, fucking, God damn it.
Is there any banter topics we haven't talked about yet?
A lot. Take your pick, I think.
Roll the dice.
Are you gonna come and clutch for us, Grant?
Are you expecting Grant to look it up?
Okay, I can do it too.
You're the one who brought it up.
I know. Sorry, I was
the reason why I can't look up banter topics is because I'm playing the video game.
I know. I also said I was playing something. But it's fine.
Eating.
Okay, you are indeed doing something. A lot of this. Okay, there's one that's Grant's saying you found it and you're not insane.
Have I not talked about that?
You know what that's referring to?
Yeah. I could have sworn.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm mouthful of food.
My mouth for a hot dog.
So, anyways, over a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I had a banter topic that was.
This is this old?
No, well, it
Okay.
relates to something.
Okay.
I had a banter topic in like March of 21 where I talked about, hey, I remember this one song very vividly, and like I could sing this fucking song, and I couldn't find a trace of it anywhere. And I had searched high and low fucking everywhere and nothing.
You found it, you're not crazy?
I fucking found, like, about a couple weeks ago or whenever I posted that, I found this fucker because I decided, I was like, I'm gonna look again. I need to know where this song went, because absolutely no. I could tell you the artist, I could tell you the album. Sorry, excuse me.
Then how could you
tell
not
you-
find the song?
It doesn't exist. It
But
doesn't
those are the
show
two
up.
things you need to find a song.
Yes, exactly. I know the name, I know the artist, I know this album, and it doesn't exist. It won't show up. And so I
Wow.
searched this up, like, and so someone on Reddit goes, hey, does anyone remember that one song I think it was by so-and-so on this album? And I go, and so
The answer to your question is yes. Yes.
yeah, and so I'm going through, and people are like, yeah, I can't find it anywhere. And this was like, the Reddit post was like made a couple months ago, so before I had talked about it in Banner, or after I had talked about it in Banner, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, yeah, I can't find it. Like, I remember this. Like, I have a CD of it, but I can't find it, like, online
What the fuck are you
anywhere.
talking? I mean, I have a CD of it. Then you have
Yes.
it. Upload it.
But you can't find it anywhere. And so they're like, oh, is it this song? And it's a cover of the song. And everyone, and the guy was like, no, that is the song, wrong artist. They're like, I know it's by so-and-so. And they're like, because they were talking like, when I was in the army, we would listen to this CD a lot, you know, blah blah blah. And but he's like, I since have lost the CD and just was looking for it online. And so the person responded with something like, oh, maybe this one. And I clicked the link. Leads me to a reverse search, like, audio library. Pretty sketchy. A lot of Russian in it. Turned on my VPN. Turned on my VPN, which I probably should have done before that. And I'm listening, and I'm like, this is the song. This is it. And I'm like, oh, I have to download it. So I go over and I click the download button, and it goes, song does not exist.
What the fuck?
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
god, you're being. Oh my god.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, no, I'm getting this song. And so what I do is to open OBS, I play the song as I'm recording, change the format to MP3, and just edit it in Audacity so it's a concise song. And now I fucking have it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
I have it.
It's yours.
It's mine. I'm not crazy. What a crazy person do this?
What a
And so,
crazy
yeah.
person looked tirelessly for a year and a half for something like this.
Yes.
I think so.
So yeah, and now I have that song.
Well, congratulations, Grant.
Thank
You'll
you.
never
Oh,
lose
God.
it ever again.
No, I've saved so many backups of it because I'm like, I'm not fucking losing this.
Now,
It's
is the song
mine.
good?
I like it. I know,
it would be hilarious if the song was not great. If you were like,
but I spent all this time and effort
you're like,
just to
I know
fucking find
it's
it.
kind of like that thing where I think I told the story very similar to yours, where it's like when I was younger, I was sick, right? And I remember like I was in a delirium. And I couldn't remember if the movie that I watched while I was sick was real or not. And so I'm sitting in the tutoring center just describing the movie, and Dave is there, and he's like, "Oh, that's Monkey Bones," and I'm like, "What?"
What?
And he's like, "Yeah, it's a Brendan Fraser movie. I love that movie." And I Google it on my phone, and sure enough, this movie that I wasn't sure existed was real, and Dave just knew it off the top of his head.
Dave is built different.
Dave likes Brendan Fraser a lot.
Who doesn't?
As he should. But I'm glad you have your song, Grant. I'm glad that you're only mildly crazy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's great.
Oh,
I will admit,
that's really good.
it's pretty great.
So that's been my escapade.
You're not crazy. You're just
I'm not, I
mostly
swear.
crazy.
Not fully. I promise
It's not
you.
fully. Okay.
It's not.
It's good to know.
It's not.
If I can kind of wrap up
Yep.
for my own sake, the conversation that Grant and I were having very briefly before he had to go get food. I just wanted to say, as like a last little bit about Tiny Rogues, I don't know if it's a positive, and I guess I can get your opinion on it too. But you know how I told you that the game has like a million different items and like a bunch of different bosses and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I would say about 1 in every 3 is a reference. Like the Buster Sword is in the game. One of the final bosses that you can fight when doing a run is fucking Malthael from Diablo 3. You can get the Master Sword as well as the Hero Shield in the game.
So like the references are pretty blatant.
Like it's not called the Heroes. I believe it's called the Hero Sword and the Master Shield. Now that I think about it. And yes, the Hero Sword does exactly what you think it would do, where it's like if you're at full health and you swing, it's a projectile weapon. You know? And now, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I find it kind of charming, but like I can also see it being like, man, this is a little bit much. Like one of the strongest strength weapons in the game is you straight up just have a chain chomp on a leash.
Bow wow.
And it just goes around biting people. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Is that like too much? You think not enough? Do you want more references? The Buster Sword's in the game, by the way, in case that's not super obvious from square one.
I think it's the developers having fun, and I think that's okay.
And once again, it should be noted, the game is like $4. So it's like, you know what? I think it is kind of cute that I can get a spell scroll that allows me to do the fucking decoy jitsu or whatever, where you turn into a fucking log.
Little plank of wood.
Nice.
Man, I have no idea where to go. I literally paid $40 for a woman to tell me where I'm supposed to go, and I still don't know where I'm supposed to go. She said to like flip. She said to go to like the other side of flip side or whatever, right? And then you'll find an area with 6 pegs. And I'm like, what? Where's that? That's not real. You're lying.
You're gaslighting me.
You're gaslighting me. Just like Saba does.
Oh yeah, cry about it, okay?
Oh my god! All right, well this joke has clearly gotten on Saba's nerves.
Delicious.
The bullying.
Saba
Yes.
bullies me a lot,
That is what I
though.
do.
It's true.
Of course.
You bully each other.
That's not true. Name one time I've
It's
ever
mutually
bullied
assured
Saba.
destruction.
Oh my God.
So he forgets about it. You know, I think we have to
Forgets
give him
about
a break. He forgets about it. Exactly. Oh man, I think it's
That
getting
didn't
to
work.
him already. Grant, I think we have to.
It's getting to him. What the fuck? You're acting like a disease.
Sickness. The sickness is getting to him.
It's getting to him.
It's reaching
Can I
his
get
heart.
up, get down with the
We have to
sickness?
operate. Oh.
1. Nothing wrong with me. This is not correct. This is a different pillar. Fuck, dude. Am I a fool? Am I an idiot and a fool?
Are you a foolishly foolish fool?
Foolishly foolish fool. Man, I miss Francisca. That's a lie, but you know, I had to say it for the sake of posterity.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hello.
Is that Adrian?
I was eating. I am sorry.
Yeah, you know what, Adrian? That was the final infraction. You're fired.
Oh,
You will get no severance.
Could you say instead of fire that I've been?
What are you talking about?
I
I've been
think I'm also lost.
Promoted?
Promoted to.
Oh, promoted to customer.
There it is.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What order are
kind of
these supposed
great.
to be in, dude?
Anyway, hey Grant.
Hey, Adrian.
So, how's the wife and kids?
Well, she still has custody, so
Bitch.
not
Dang it.
great. You know.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
tried
no, I
fighting
mean,
her
like-
as much as you could, you know.
Yeah, I know. I tried fighting her, and I thought defeating her in singular combat would get me custody of my kids. You know, but no.
But
no,
apparently,
not.
I know then, the court got angry at you for doing that, even though
Yeah, so
clearly it was
honestly-
the right choice.
I do.
Well,
I do think it
I mean,
was-
genuinely, if I had to, I mean, not to be the devil's advocate, but I think one of the reasons why Grant wasn't allowed full custody of his kids is because he can't list all 3 of their names without pausing.
No. Like, listen, watch me do it right now. No, so it's not important. It's not. No. I defeated my
important to know
ex-wife
their
in singular
names.
combat.
Fuck you.
Singular,
should have
defeating
custody
someone
of-
in singular combat is a very good, light, well shining way to describe domestic abuse.
No, we each had katanas.
And I mean, it's not
I
really
defeated
singular
her.
combat until after the divorce.
We fought in the valley of what's the place called in Naruto Sava? Where
The final
my
valley.
the final valley. We fought in the final valley.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? It's probably the pillars tell you what if they're supposed to be up or down. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Hey Grant, were you privy by chance at all to the competition at yesterday continuing our imaginary video game that has too many features?
No.
Grant still hasn't really even picked anything. He was assigned a character because he wasn't here.
So we all,
What's happening?
I was basically asking everyone what kind of like boss would you be if you were a boss in a video game a while ago. I continued that yesterday by asking.
Okay.
I continued that yesterday by asking, what would your minions be themed after, and what special, unique gift would you give the player when they beat you?
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you, extend the same questions to you since everyone else here answered yesterday.
Yep.
Question is, does Grant even remember what his boss is?
Of course I do. I absolutely do.
All right,
bet you can
list
say
all
it right
3 of
now.
their names without
I bet-
pausing.
Yeah, without pausing.
No, mine was the one where.
Can you name
'cause I
all 3 of your
mentioned-
minions without pausing?
It's just the same kids. It's the kids.
No. It's the kids.
That's why you can't get full custody because you keep using them for free labor.
Yeah, my ex-wife is the hero, the protagonist.
Oh my god.
My boss battle was because you know how enemies can like let out a very high-pitched shriek and daze and confuse the player. Mine is so low that it hits the brown note and the player shits
I forgot about it.
Okay, so
It's such a weird thing because like we were functioning off the assumption that you were like a Sephiroth-y like anti
Those are
protagonist
mutually
sort of thing.
exclusive.
Well, right, and that's what I'm thinking now. It's like, all right, now imagining Grant with like Sephiroth's aesthetic, where his super move is that he just like bellows so low that your character suddenly gets afflicted by shitting.
So the
Oh my
special
God.
item you get when you defeat me is the horn of brapping.
The brap horn.
The brap horn. So when you blow into it, all enemies around you shit themselves.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Now-
wow, we're
Okay.
already in space?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I do need to ask. Is there any limit? Do you also shit your pants? Is that why you can't keep spamming it?
What?
Do you also shit your pants?
Because this seems very powerful item, but so what's the downside?
You blow the
shit
horn,
your
and
pants.
everybody who hears it is afflicted with shitting, including yourself.
Okay, so that's the cooldown. So you can't use it unless you have clean pants. The sacrifice.
Saba, isn't this cool?
Yeah.
We're in space. Oh no, we're in
And
space.
if this is the music I'm hearing, I'm like, oh, once again, reminds you of Mario Galaxy. Hell yeah.
Mario
You
is
need that,
fucking
don't you?
suffocating in space.
Let's get out of here.
Well, that was convenient, Tippy.
Oh, Grant, you want to hear my cool idea for a secret you could find in the video game, by the way?
What's that?
Okay, so you know the Great Fairy in Legend of Zelda, right?
No, this
Yep.
is really good, actually.
You know the Great Fairy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a secret cave or something just out of the way, or like a hole in the dungeon somewhere. So my idea, right, is that you're in the dungeon, and you find like a secret area behind some pod or some blocks or something secret, and you see this big fountain. As you approach it, a great like mystical magical fairy princess emerges, and it's like, oh, thank you for finding me, great hero, allow me to bless you with my thing. And it goes into a cutscene, and your character starts to she like casts a spell on you or something. Your character starts to float up and glow with beautiful like magical particle effects, and the light shines really really bright. And then when the screen dims and you can see everything, your character's a skeleton. You get a game over. And
It's really good.
Really funny.
And the thing is, though, the game quick saves when you enter the secret area, and so when you reload, your character does the same thing, but instead of accepting, your character pauses like, "Hey, wait a minute, something feels suspicious," and the bird's like, "Fuck you," and then just start actually fighting. But I really like the idea of just, "Thank you, Libus, you." The light flashes, there's just a skeleton. Game over.
Pretty funny.
It's not exactly the same because it's a Dark Souls game, so you kind of expect this sort of thing. But there is something semi-similar to that in Elden Ring, where there's an NPC that you can talk to, just kind of like out about in the world sometimes, and she's a merchant, so like that's her function in the game. She's a merchant, but if you buy enough stuff from her and do a couple of her side quests, she'll be like, hey, I have a special new like flask that you can have. All you have to do is buy it for X amount of souls or whatever. And so you do, and you take it and you drink it. And the thing is that it's a healing flask that, you know, heals for, I want to say like maybe 10 to 20% more than your normal healing flask, essentially. But what it doesn't tell you is that it applies invisible stacks of effectively poison, where in the background, your health isn't going down, but it's tracking your health going down, and just randomly, eventually, your character will just keel over, paralyzed, and then she walks up and fucking loots your corpse and then leaves. And it's just the sort of thing where it's just like,
Wow.
fuck you.
Impressive.
And like I said, it's a little bit less clever because it's a Dark Souls game and you expect them to be kind of an asshole, but it's still funny.
So on
Is
the
this
evil
thing?
Great Fairy who just looks like the normal Great Fairy.
What if it looked like the normal Great Fairy, but they were like a hot goth, so the fans were still like, well, listen,
Now hold up.
No, do we have to?
Let's hear her out, all right?
Look, it's Zach.
Hey, it's Zach.
I mean,
It's literally Zach.
It's literally you. It's literally you.
I don't look. I don't even
I didn't realize Zach was in this game.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! How do any of the people who live in the back part of Flipside get to the front part of Flipside?
They flip.
Can they do
They
that?
flop. I want to see why not.
No,
Game's
we
not
no, we
special.
had to learn that, didn't we?
Yeah, because you're not from here.
They just know.
Yeah.
It's one of the
fucking
things
idiot.
that you. It's one of the things that you learn in Flipside Elementary.
Exactly, and you're a fucking new here. Look, it's Zach.
It's not me.
It's Zach.
It's Zach.
I don't even have.
Yeah.
It's fine, whatever. It's gonna let it go. It's okay. It's funny.
okay.
I wish I had a beard like that. Like Jesus. Did I ever, man, I wonder if I even have that picture still. Did I ever show you guys, pictures of when I tried to grow my beard out, like fully?
beard?
My beard?
Hey, look, it's me.
Beard?
Yeah, when I tried to grow my beard out, like, to completion, I ended up just looking Amish. And it did not look very good at all. Because my like chin, the hair does grow quite long on my chin, but it doesn't on my neck. So it just ended up being this like weird strip around my chin, and it's like, this isn't great.
Been spending most our lives living in an Amish paradise.
Now Grant.
No, Zach.
Now Saba.
Now
Oh,
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Yay!
We did it.
We
Alright,
did it,
game's over.
everybody.
Game, we win.
We went through the whole cast. So you reminded us about your boss's like ability and like, you know, and like your aesthetic and whatnot. You didn't tell us what your minions would look like.
Right, that's a good. Well, first, I want to, just in case I don't want to step on anyone's toes, I want to hear what your guys' were.
See, now I'm going to interrupt this because I was actually going to have you answer by default and then guess what ours were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like them apples.
How about no?
Oh,
Okay.
all right, moving on.
That's the end of that
Well-
conversation.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Oh, hey, look at that.
let's see. I would say,
Child with bowl.
it's almost like you could put that on your head.
Why would you want a dead fish in your head?
Also, that bowl's too small for my
Why
head.
wouldn't you?
Also, I like the idea of it being like, yeah, you need the fish bowl so that way you can have oxygen. And it's like, wait a minute. There's other steps involved. The bowl got too small for him. Oh, I remember this.
We're waiting.
Sorry, yes, please continue, Grant.
Oh, okay. So, minion-wise, can I guess first, actually, because I want a little time to think about this.
Go
You
for
want
it.
to guess ours?
Yeah, can I have a reminder of what each person's boss battle is?
I'm gonna interrupt this. And I'm gonna have you guess.
I already did last time.
Right, but now you have to do it again.
Okay, so
Say Zach
Zach
changed
I-
his since last time.
That's true.
I said-
Mine is literally different, and I guess because mine is different, I actually have to re-answer what
Mine,
the thing is.
my guess I remember was Zach's was a giant slime, and that he was just filled with like swords and spears and axes.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit,
that was
and he
such a
could move
good
it around
guess.
his
Like that's such a
body.
good idea. that is not it, but that's a good guess.
Saba's boss battle was like in a giant like library, and she would like cast spells and books at you or something.
I like casting books at people.
I mean,
Yeah, she would cast iron at you.
you would be
True.
like, you're like halfway there, except I'm inside of a book, and inside of the book is like
Yeah, but
my
you're
own, like, cooking
also,
dimension.
but also
So-
you are in a library.
But also, Zach,
You're pretty close with Saba. I don't
Yeah, you're
expect
pretty
you to be
close.
it's
more
pretty, it's
accurate.
pretty accurate. I don't know where the
then
cooking comes in, or if it comes in, but it probably does somewhere.
You shouldn't come in cooking.
Well,
I mean, you
maybe
could.
you don't.
It's not
Maybe you
poison.
would.
It's rude.
oh my gosh.
Well, you should definitely let them
but
know.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an idea. Actually,
You could probably guess Adrian's boss.
Probably.
It's not that hard.
It's pretty on
genuinely.
brand.
Considering he's the first boss of the game, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, Adrian was the little dude who immediately gets killed by the actual boss and then like comes back in like a mech suit or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
little goblin guy, but
Little goblin man.
anyway, do you still want to guess our minions? Or you want to give your minion first?
I got a minion
Okay.
idea, and so since my thing is all about the very low notes and whatnot, I want my minions to be a barbershop quartet.
I was just about to say, what if it's the rest of the quartet?
Yeah.
Now that implies you only have 3 minions.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking
3 minions.
the main bad guy from Chrono Trigger only had 3 minions.
There's a lot more than 3 enemies you fight in Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, but those are just like enemies. They're not like the boss's minion.
Okay.
They're not the
Well-
direct underlings.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'd want the rest of the barbershop quartet. I want the baritone, the
Barry.
the Barry.
Barry the baritone.
Barry the
then it's
platypus.
what's the usual lead? Is it tenor? No.
I was gonna say tenor.
It might be tenor. And then alto.
It's Al, Tennyson, and Barry.
Yeah, those are my minions.
That's pretty good. But do they have your same aesthetic?
They wear the classic barbershop like vest and like straw circular small hat,
So they
and,
look like a classic
ties.
quartet,
yeah.
but you look like Sephiroth.
And I'm Sephiroth.
Man, isn't it just like a baritone to be so dramatic?
You mean a bass?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Close enough.
Sauce. It's sauce. Zach, it's
sauce.
sauce. Look out.
Space! It's among us!
Zach the imposter.
Oh my god, you freaking
Mario
out.
was ejected.
Mario was not the imposter.
Mario was
that
dejected.
was great, man. That was really good. It is quite silly that like like your character's so incongruous but still like effective.
I want us to share now, or do you want to guess our minions first, or do you want us to just tell you?
I'd like to. I want to guess.
Okay, what do you think our minions are?
You
Given
should,
that
you should go in reverse order of what you guessed our bosses
Okay.
in.
I will say, by the way, we still haven't revealed what Zach's boss is. Or
Oh yeah, what's your actual boss fight?
Oh yeah, because you guessed the slime thing, right? So Adrian, so Adrian was asking us like, because it was the same thing, right? And you technically need to answer this too, but like when you did because you had the brat phone or whatever. Adrian was like, when you're defeated, what do you give the player? Saba and Adrian both said stuff that were like system level stuff, like actual like new mechanics being added to the game. And so I thought about it and I was like, man, it'd be really great if by defeating me, you gained access to like a side card game, kind of like how in like Bug Fables you can play this card game to earn money really quickly. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to do that. And so Adrian was like, so instead of being the fucking 2 hands and a face classic boss sort of thing, what if you were like 2 gloved hands and a hat and you were like the dealer at a giant magic casino? And I was like,
that's
fuck
fantastic.
yes. That's so cool. Oh, so that's my boss.
All right, so reverse order would start with Adrian. Adrian has the mech suit slash like tiny little goblin man. I want his minions to either be tinier goblins,
Or like way
like
big.
just little fucking gremlins, or like just a bunch of like other goblins engineers though that fix his mech suit. He'll like snap his fingers and then they just like run up and start like oiling it and like tightening down bolts.
Yeah, they twist my nuts. when I
They
ask them to
twist
do it.
his nuts. They twist his dick.
The old dick twist.
Twist.
I have a special move mid-boss battle where I just say, minion! And then someone comes up and squeezes my dick hard and I lose 5 HP.
Oh my god.
And I just make a really funny bit, like, ooh! And then my turn ends. And then it's the player's turn again.
Okay.
Minion!
So what did you actually do?
My idea was that I wanted to be like just a normal, like dorky, gross-looking like goblin, the cartoony style. But then all of my minions or all the enemies in my lair would be like 2D illustrated, like classic 80s, 90s, like He-Man, old Dungeons and Dragons type illustrations of like goblins and like fantasy heroes from back in the day. But they're all just 2D illustrations come and attack you, and like there'd be
like a doom level.
like hang on, yeah, basically. Unique Goblin 1E. Let me show you illustrations of like here. I posted this yesterday. This is like what one of the goblins would look like in one of my layers compared to me, who's actually 3D and who actually like it's just like a dorky guy in jeans. That's what one of my minis would look like.
I love him.
And then I would have minions that like, so like that goblin's like a weaker one. I would have minions that look like the old classic illustrations. And then Zach and I established that whoever has to make ads for them would be a fucking nightmare, because they have to draw a bunch of like out of style characters like this.
Oh my god.
And Zach gave you a hint, but what do you think my special loot drop is? I'm the first boss that you beat, so I give you a unique thing that's useful early in the game. What do you think it is?
So early in the game. From goblins?
Think about who Adrian is as a person.
Does Adrian give the ability to twist other enemies' dicks?
I wish. So
It's the special execution technique.
Yeah.
Plays a special animation.
no, I give you the ability to twist your own dick, just self-harm in battle.
Adrian gives CBT.
The unique item that I give you is the monster manual, where all these guys are from, that are just 2D wire like my castle, and you can use it to scan enemies later on in the game. And I had the idea that like the other enemies in the game are like in the game's core art style or whatever, a different art style from my dungeon. But every time you look them up, it shows an illustration like this style in the book of the enemy.
Oh my god.
It's like there'd be like an enemy that has like a I don't know, like an enemy with a crowbar that looks like a thug, and he's just like a normal dude. And then like when you scan him, it shows all his info, but it also shows an illustration of him in this style.
That'd be great.
I thought so too. But yeah, the first boss gives you the scan ability basically for like databases and stuff. And then he has an
Pretty
automatic.
basic. I'm just gonna say that.
Pretty basic.
Yeah. In terms of like what minions could be.
Cause wait, could you restate your boss battle? Cause you said I was like half there and
So like I'm inside, like I'm like a whatchamacallit, a chef in this universe, but like one that's super hungry to just like make food like so much where I find like a magical cooking book that I'm like, I can go inside of this book and this will be my domain to just cook whatever the hell I want. But like I've been in the book for so long and like I can't control where the book goes when I'm inside the book. So the book like got shuffled around and was like in a library at one point to where the protagonist finds it and they're like, oh my gosh, we can use this book. Excuse me, this is my book. So they fight me to like use the book and like I cook for them afterwards. As long as they leave me alone. Because that's all I ask for. Is to be left alone.
I'm definitely going the food route of like your minions are like fruits and vegetables and shit. That
Which, I will say maybe I'm also reconsidering changing my idea as well, but it's not that so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
He makes a good case.
He does make a good case, which is why I'm potentially reconsidering changing mine.
It makes more sense thematically.
It does. It does.
Is it a bunch of like they're all wearing like the chef's whites and you tell them to do something and they just go, yes chef, and they like
Yes,
just go
chef.
and attack the player?
Oh, that's really good.
No, that would also be better than what I said. It's
What is
actually
it?
not on theme.
It's not on
like I said,
theme.
it's just generic.
Is it a bunch of restaurant customers?
You're still on theme, bruh. Gotta get off.
Oh, okay.
I bet that it's a bunch of construction workers.
Nice. You're right.
Damn.
It's 100 copies of Paimon from Genshin Impact.
Oh god.
Paimon!
You can eat
Yikes.
Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon's emergency food.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck up. What does that mean?
Paimon's emergency.
Exactly what we said, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Paimon's emergency food. What are you talking
It
about?
makes
It
perfect sense, Zach.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Okay, you're gonna be thoroughly disappointed when I tell you it's just animals.
Animals?
Yeah, but I'm gonna reconsider. I like the idea of except they're not like, I can't like eat them or anything, but I like the idea of like they're like Kirby in terms of cuteness, like just desserts and like foods that
And
come
then she
like help
chopped
me.
them up into their base food.
No, that's
You,
what I just said. I can't eat them.
You are Saba. You can't change. It's too late. We already have the assets. The game ships tomorrow.
Okay, you're right. I can't eat animals though.
We are
about this?
discussing
How about
the
this?
game and it's already
How about
shipping.
this? I'm gonna slightly alter. It's still animals, but there's like food incorporated into them.
I mean,
like
all
an
animals have
uncooked
food
naked,
incorporated into them.
plucked chicken that runs around and attacks you.
So like, you just have to repaint everything, Adrian.
That's not how assets work.
Don't
Just
don't
retexture
tell
them.
her that. She lives in a
Retexture
fantasy
them.
world.
All right.
All you need to
let me
do
use
is
my-
retexture
Let me use
them,
my
okay?
magic
fuck?
brush. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you think Zach's minions are, given that he is now a gambling guy, the dealer, I should say, or the house?
The house. He's Mr. House.
Kind of.
That's just my boss name is The House.
Nice.
It's oboe token apostrophe The House or comma
Oh, you know
The
what
House.
you know what your theme should be? It should be he always wins.
He always wins.
Even in losing, I win somehow because the house always wins.
I have two guesses. One is a bunch of like 20s mobsters, like 1920s mobsters, wearing like trench coats, fedoras, and have like Tommy guns.
Okay.
My second one is like fucking Alice in Wonderland card soldiers.
So, in an extremely genuine fashion, you kind of hit the nail on the head right at first, because your first suggestion is what Adrian suggested, which was like Italian mobsters to be my minions. And I said I wanted I would love mobsters, but I want them to be like the Russian ones from Hat in Time. instead.
Oh, okay.
Right? But now that you mention it, it's like I do love to have a little bit of randomness in there. So like what if like the fodder enemies for my level were like Alice in Wonderland like card guys, and then like I imagine like an enemy that spawns in and they're just like a die, right? Like they're just like a 6-sided die and they roll into the level. I guess you could reuse this mechanic for Adrian too, but it would be like a die that rolls into the level, and depending on like what it lands on, it stands up and it's like a different type of enemy. There's like 6 different types.
Oh.
But yeah, but the main guys would just be mobsters. Be like, oh, all right, boss.
Nice.
I'm on it.
We get report that you are counting cards. You need to leave.
Just big ass pair of fucking master hands and like a weird like magic hat that has eyes underneath it but no face, just looks at you very intently.
I know you.
Dude, where the fuck do I go? I'm so lost.
Zach has established that he imagines top hat. I imagine it's like a green dealer's visor.
I like the top hat.
Ooh.
That's
The
it's your level.
the dealer's visor makes sense, but I like the top hat.
It is your level.
It is my level. And
Unfortunately, as we established, the game ships tomorrow, so it's too late to change it.
so you went ahead and did the visor regardless.
It's a visor on New Game Plus mode. That's the top hat on the first run through.
Nice. You have customization options for your bosses that you. So instead of like unlocking costumes for your character, you unlock them for the bosses.
No, it's just every boss has a slightly alternate detail on New Game Plus mode.
It's like the genocide run in Undertale, where it's like now everybody has like a new design.
Yeah.
I have to wear the dealer's visor because it's like, oh shit, now the whole operation has to go into the back rooms because it's like it's illegal now. I was ousted because of you fuck.
Yeah, on the New Game
Can
Plus
someone
mode,
please look up a thing to help? I'm so lost. I
all
don't know
of
where to
Zach's
go.
goons have like torn sleeves and look like Ryu, where they're like more like rough and tumble rather than like official looking.
Like normally they look like they could pretend to be like real employees, but now they're just like fuck it.
Yeah.
They just look like street enemies in Yakuza. It's
Exactly.
just like where it's just like, yeah, that's a thug.
On the second playthrough, I'm literally just like RPG recolored from like green to like red.
Zach, go
Yes.
to where you found that like special capture card SP thing.
Okay.
Go to that screen. Is it this screen?
It's I have to go to the right a bunch.
Well, yeah, but it is this like area, right?
It's in this area.
Okay. Go left.
What?
Go left.
Go left.
Go left.
Go left.
You heard me. Go left.
There was a whole left section of this. That's horse shit. The whole game, the whole level has been going right. You can't
You're
just
in
go left.
Space.
Can you
Then
charge
why
shots
can't
in
I go
this?
down, Grant?
You're in space.
Can you charge shot in this mode?
I don't know. Let me see.
Or can you only just rapid fire?
Nope. Rapid fire.
Uh,
Oh. Man, this area is so engaging in 3D.
uh-huh.
There's so much detail.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Incredible, truly.
Incredible.
Truly a magical experience to share with my friends.
Embarrassing.
Man,
Oh,
this
look, it's
scene
Mario
really,
Galaxy in the background.
Man, this scene really twists my nuts real good.
Only twice in my deck.
No way. You can't be. You're pulling my dick here.
You're pulling my dick, man.
Just imagine.
Yes, Adrian? What do you imagine? Please enlighten me.
I'm imagining a couple about to have sex and the girl like grabs the guy's dick and pulls it and he farts.
Oh my
that's
god.
been in a romantic comedy before. That's been in a lowbrow romantic comedy. It has to have been.
You like the
Why are you
lowbrow.
going away from the store?
Because there's still a thing back here. I'm trying to figure out how to get there. There you go. See, there's a thing. It's like right here.
There's a thing.
There's a thing.
There's a
I gotta go. I gotta go behind the rock, and then he'll take me in. See? Now I can go to Mario Galaxy. God, how funny would it be if I just loaded up Mario Galaxy?
Immediately, like just going through this warp pipe. Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy. Nice. Well, that was fucking useless. What the fuck?
Wait, flip. Flip.
Now you're useless in 3D.
There you go.
Well, Grant, are you willing to invest in our new video game project?
It does ship tomorrow, so now it's time to get in.
Oh, well, ground floor, right, fellas?
I know this breaks kayfabe, but I really want the ongoing joke to be that it always ships tomorrow. Like tomorrow never arrives.
That's really good.
Like we have to constantly like cut decisions short and be like, listen, we don't have time. It ships tomorrow, but then it never ships.
It's really good. I mean, yeah, it's tomorrow. Not
Well, yeah,
if you remember
shipping
Starstruck, it
not
ships
shipping
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
not today.
That's true.
The game
Which,
ships tomorrow.
Adrian,
What?
Game Changer new season's coming out. I'm very
I
excited.
know. I saw the trailer. It's really exciting.
I'm so fucking happy that we're done with make some noise. I like make some noise, but it's like 50% of the things are not great, and then 50% are hilarious.
Yeah.
How many people actually watch the fucking studio recording one or whatever, the one that's like a musical? I think they ended up doing like 4 episodes of that one.
I liked all of them except the last one. The last one, one of the people who can't sing took the lead, and it was not good.
Oh no.
Because it's based around 2 people who have done that as a podcast their entire online career, and they're really good at it. But they also have a bunch of guests on that haven't done that as a podcast career and obviously aren't as good. And they're fine when they're supporting. But then the most recent episode, one of the people the 2 people who have done that for like years took center stage as the lead role, and is clearly not very good at improv singing. Which,
Saba,
granted,
Saba,
understandable, but still.
how much do you appreciate the current conundrum that we're faced on this adventure?
No, why are you asking her, not me or Grant?
I'm kind of just thinking about Mario Galaxy right now.
Grant, you have to save her. Use your brown.
Oh my god.
Grant's muted.
He is muted. He probably went to go like put his hot dog away or whatever.
Hot dog away.
I'm still very excited for Never After, which I think is a great name, by the way. Especially for like a horror-based like fairy tale story. That's such a good name. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the new season of Game Changer. And it's really shocking to me that like I now feel extremely compelled to keep my fucking Dropout subscription going. It's kind of like I find it personally shocking just because it's like I don't normally keep subscription services for anything that's not like HBO Max, I guess.
Do they still not have cartoons on there?
HBO Max?
Yeah.
No, they still have like an enormous like catalog of animated stuff. It's just that like, you know, there was a lot that they cut for, you know, the stuff that we've already discussed in the past. So like it's still not great. There's a lot of stuff that was cut for really no legitimate reason, but you know, there's still a lot of stuff on there that's worth watching. Like Young Justice.
It's almost as if CEOs are out of touch and don't know what people want.
It's almost like CEO isn't a real job.
Correct.
Like you don't actually need to have any prerequisite skills or knowledge to become a CEO. You just need to be rich.
I saw this post that I thought was actually pretty interesting, where the worldview of that people will stop work and become lazy if they're given stuff for free, that worldview is often shared in the same head of rich people CEOs just work extra hard all the time.
Yes.
Like, those two worldviews are often shared by the same person, which I think is a fascinating idea.
Well, you don't
And I think it's
understand.
true.
You don't understand, Adrian. Rich people are superhuman. That's why they're rich. Don't you,
Yeah, they're
don't
rich
you understand?
because they work
They're
hard
rich
for
because they're
sure.
better than you. Like, legitimately, it's one of those things that I continuously forget, because I know that I know that I'm like very anti-wealth to the point of it probably being a detriment personally. But the what the fuck is this thing? Anyway, it's actually quite shocking how many people still associate having money with being a good person and assume that being a good person will lead to having money.
True.
And that's one of those things that, I don't know, it just leads me down like a fucking caustic rabbit hole where it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Elon Musk is not a good person because he was the richest man on Earth. He's actually a terrible person because he was the richest man on Earth. That's how that works.
True.
Please capture this thing. Fuck. Yes? What? Yay! We got a Longator.
It just makes you think of the Finglonger from Futurama.
Finglonger. Man, I miss
Good
Futurama.
news, everyone!
Good news, everyone! And I love, like, my favorite part about the Finglonger was that it was from the fucking one of the What If episodes. And that was just parts where it's what if was like, what if I actually invented the Finglonger? And it's like his life was way better, all of his troubles melted away, and I'm like, that's so good, dude.
I thought the joke was that it was a what if episode where it showed everyone on like the device like the what if, and then it zoomed out and it turns out all of that entire segment was Farnsworth next to it all alone, the actual what if machine, and he was like, I suppose like the reason he invented the Finglonger is like, oh, I invented the Finglonger, now I can press buttons from far away. What's that, Farnsworth? And then they press the button and then it zooms out, like, oh, I guess that's what it would have been like if I had invented the Finglonger.
Yeah.
If only.
If only.
and then it zooms out and he's alone and no one else is there. He does no one to show the Finglonger to because he's sitting right next to the what if machine.
And I genuinely find that to be like particularly clever writing, because like, not that the show has like a super tight canon that it has to stick to, but there was a lot of stuff in that episode in particular that they revealed via the what if scenarios where like individual people were revealed to be like horrible. Like fucking, if I remember correctly, Leela, who's supposed to be like one of the moral cornerstones of like the cast, it's revealed that she would just murder people, like nobody's no problem. Like if she got caught murdering one person, she would absolutely murder 1,000 people just so that way she couldn't get caught. And like I just remember that being like, dude, what the fuck? Like, could you imagine that? Could you imagine if you had? Well, actually, never mind. I realized I'm about to out myself as a fucking weirdo, so never mind.
As if that wasn't the case
Be like,
already.
continue.
Now I'm just thinking of the fucking Giffany did nothing wrong. Which, by the way, Grant, did you see the Alex Hirsch thing about like what their original plan was with Giffany?
No.
Yeah, so the basic over under was that they 100% intended Giffany to be like a horrible, like evil villain sort of thing, right? But then,
Yeah.
and they were relatively confident in their ability to do so, and they thought that they had succeeded at the end of the episode. But then Alex Hirsch, like in the commentary on the Blu-ray or whatever, was talking about how like, yeah, a bunch of fans came back to us like when this episode came out and really sympathized with Giffany because like while she is psychotic, she just wanted to be a good girlfriend and was just trying really desperately to get Seuss to like appreciate her. And like, yes, she did bad things, but she wasn't a bad person first. She like went crazy. And Alex Hirsch was like, no, she was always crazy. And it's like, oh, you didn't really show that. And he's like, you know what? We didn't really show that. We just showed Giffany being like a nice person at first. And then she just kind of goes nuts. And it was just like, ah, so I'm only a little crazy for thinking that Giffany did nothing wrong. I'm only mostly crazy.
God.
Oh my God,
I
look.
like his belly button.
It's Adrian.
It's me. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'll
Not
take
his
credit
belly
for this
button,
one.
by the way.
Blug. My belly button is also my mouth. Blug.
Oh my God.
Don't. Hey, that's fuck. All right, cool, asshole. It's my.
You don't even know it was there. It was invisible, all right?
It was invisible, so no one would take it, asshole.
The biggest laugh I got at family game night tonight, I was very proud of it, was the new guy who was playing Root. He was the vagabond, and over the course of 3 turns, he spawned in the forest, went like 2 clearings to the west, did a quest, and went 2 clearings back to that initial forest that he came from. And it was just like, for a moment, it struck me where it's like, in 2 turns, this motherfucker more than pentupled his total power level, like as an individual. And I looked to Nick, one of the guys that was playing, and I go, dude, I fucking hate protagonists. This shit just happens for free. He didn't even do anything. He just like fucking came back with like 6 swords, a crossbow, and a bunch of points. Man, I love Root. I wish I could play it every day. That's a lie. I wish I could play it once a year. That's also a lie. That's probably too much Root.
That's a lot of Root.
That is a lot of Root.
That's like 2 games of Root.
That's like 2 games of Root.
Have you seen that one Reddit AMA where it was like, I have like 5,000 hours in Civ 5. Ask me anything. And they're like, okay, play 1 game of Civ 5 and you think you're an expert?
That's really good. Oh, 1 game of Civ 5. I mean, you could, right? That could be 1 game. You'd have to be like fucking insane, but you could make that 1 game.
Good.
What would that game look like if you?
5,000-hour game of Civ 5. That gives me an idea.
What would the game state look like? After
You're not
5?
allowed to press end turn until at least 1 year has passed in real life
Oh my God.
for the next turn to come.
Oh my God. There's just too much. Like so many units. Like you know how there's you know how in Civ 5 there's like a limit to the number of units that can occupy the same space at one time? Like imagine every space on an extra large board just being filled with people. And it's like you have to wait for every single one of these motherfuckers to do their turn. Wow, I don't know what this area is for, but it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Can I fucking point at something? This feels not accurate. This feels like I should be able to do something here.
Maybe
Not just
you'll come
get
back here
9
at some point.
get 9 coins. You know what? That was probably not 9 coins. That was probably like 9 times 8, and I just picked them all up in the one perspective, like an idiot.
Maybe.
Probably.
Damn.
That seems highly probable.
Up.
It seems.
Probable, highly, seems. What's this fancy schmancy word player using?
It.
What's going on here?
Tell it to me. English, goddammit.
In French. In Morse code.
Tom's got good skits.
I was doing what's his face?
Pro ZD.
Pro ZD. I was gonna say Sung Wan. Isn't that his name?
That is. They both have good skits.
They do. It's true.
Hey, Tom, where's your girlfriend? Oh, she's at work. Oh, where's she work? In the hole.
In the hole. In the void.
In the wood.
Big star.
Oh my god.
We have to have at least 1 per world. Oh, thing over there.
That's fine.
I'm running. Cool. Thanks.
Congrats.
Once again, could you imagine doing this area without the super thing?
It would be mildly more annoying.
Mildly.
I guess.
Wow. What the fuck? I didn't even make it. I didn't even make it like all the way through.
Yeah, no, it was mildly more annoying, but not that much more annoying.
You know what we should do? We should take this opportunity while everybody's feeling pretty good and we're doing good on like the banter topics and stuff. We should take this opportunity to
Talk about anal chess finally.
what the fuck? No. Well, oh god.
Or
Is that on,
chest.
is that on the fucking 4D's chest? Jesus Christ.
You adamantly refuse to give it the talk emoji
Grant, is that
reaction.
Adrian?
It's Adrian.
You need something else. Like, because the glasses
I
don't really...
literally have been working on it for the past past few minutes, and I'm like, it doesn't look right when I try to do Adrian's hair.
It's night. Oh my god, it's Grant.
It's Grant!
It's me.
With his puckering
Why am I so
butthole.
old?
You've got a butthole mouth as opposed to my belly button mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so his name is Blappy?
Brappy.
Is either Blappy or Brappy. You gotta, hang on, you gotta point pixel at him after this dialogue. Lard lung.
Lard lung.
Oh my god.
You're shady.
$10. I hate window shoppers. Alright,
Oh, so the 10 is like a one-time thing. All right.
by Rockness.
Outer space is reversed. The secret hides. Fuck.
Sleep.
Wait, hang on. Tippy Adams. I want to see what his
Tattle.
name is. Yeah, Tattle.
It's Blappy.
Blappy.
Yeah, that's Grant for sure. Grant is Blappy. That's the name of your boss character, the Sephiroth boss.
Blappy.
It is I.
Blapperoth.
Blapperoth.
Blapper.
Aperol.
Rapper.
Space food.
Space food.
It's
How
actually
useless.
garbage, but it's really cool, I guess. By the way, I
let's do a banter topic when Adrian's done.
I was just gonna say, I do like how mushrooms are things you eat immediately, and then the shakes are like your to-go version of the mushroom. Which,
It's pretty cool.
Do mushrooms
cool-
go bad?
Yeah.
yes.
What eats the
Yeah.
What eats the mushroom?
Me.
That's bad.
I mean, I guess.
You
No,
could
but I
still get
meant
mold.
like decomposition wise.
Shit.
Oh my god, you see the fucking the background having like a fault in it in the background.
Fault. I guess you could call it the fault in our stars.
Did I tell you that was like the
Oh
one
my
that was like the
God.
one date I ever went on, like legit date, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And
You
it was
went
fucking
to go see Twilight?
no, The Fault in Our Stars, the
Congrats.
movie.
Oh. I was like, this one date was you going to see Twilight?
And it was
I was
like,
no,
and
I
it was like,
apologize.
it was the sort of thing where I was like, well, it's a romantic movie, so I assume that's what I'm supposed to take her to. So I did, and afterwards she was like, well, that was a lovely time, but man, that movie was not great. I wish we had seen fucking How to Train Your Dragon 2 instead. And I was like, fuck, I wanted to see How to Train Your Dragon 2 instead as well.
Just go with the movie that your heart desires, as long as it's not gore.
Try explaining that to like
or
a
horror.
14-year-old Zach, all right? 14-year-old
I'll take-
Zach was on Google being like, how the fuck do I date? What do I do?
What do I do? How to girl?
How to girl?
How to capture a girl and how to stop a girl from leaving
Capture
the
a girl.
basement.
Like it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're acting like most girls wouldn't get wouldn't get captured by a Pokeball.
How dare
I don't like the implications of that.
I'm sure that we kind of already went over this, but did I ever bring up how
Be back. Hold on.
Pokemon Legends Arceus makes it canonical that the reason, like the primary oh cool, look at this thing. The primary reason why Pokemon go into the Pokeball is that all Pokemon have the innate ability to shrink to microscopic size, and they voluntarily go into the ball. This is not a joke, by the way.
Kind of wild, not gonna lie.
Because you know, the current running theory among if I do, I'm just normal.
Nice.
That's great. I was wondering if I would just go normal. The current running theory among fans was that the Pokeball like actually digitizes the Pokemon, which is why you can access them from like the PC and stuff. But nah, Pokemon Legends Arceus is just like, no.
Look at Sonic.
No.
It is Sonic.
I would like to propose a banter topic at this point in time.
You need to be careful about what you say next.
Feel free to send in
And we
the
already talked
proposal.
about the fucking
It
anal
should be
beads
about at
thing.
least 10 pages.
I think we should talk about video game characters not knowing how the fuck to sleep on a bed properly.
Okay.
Oh, like they just throw themselves on top of all of the covers?
Saba, are you aware of how Cyberpunk 2077 handles that?
Okay,
Oh
well,
god, you have to
I don't think so.
get a picture.
I will defend this one.
Graham will
Go for
defend.
it.
Graham will defend
Grant-
anything.
Grant,
That
defend
too.
Cyberpunk 2077 specifically in the aspect of how it handles your character sleeping.
I sleep like that.
You sleep like that. Okay,
I sleep
so let me get this
perpendicular to
straight.
the
Do I see a
bed.
picture yet? No, I'm gonna wait.
You
Oh, I
before
feel like
before
this
we
discussion was brought up too.
before we
ironically.
continue, you need to get a picture, man.
So let me get this straight, Grant. Not only do you sleep perpendicular, you sleep half of your body is off the bed. Saba, that's how the Cyber 2077 character
No.
sleeps.
Wow.
It's true.
Why'd you buy that?
Uh,
Why'd you buy
the
that
honest
bed if you don't
answer.
use it?
Honest answer, yes, I do dangle my feet off.
Grant,
While perpendicular to your bed.
I can't believe
Yes.
you're ruining your
And not-
lifestyle just to defend this subpar game.
And not even using the pillows.
This is sad.
I don't do it all the time.
Are you just
He's
so...
trying to come up with excuses.
Are you just so exhausted from your travail and awful working day that you can't even pull yourself all the way into the bed proper? You just
I like how
collapse like
Lawrence
that.
is like, babe.
No, it is comfortable. Try it.
I have tried it, and there's shit at the base of my bed that makes it uncomfortable.
Okay, that's your problem.
I don't think it is, because you know what? I don't know about you, but I like to use the length of my bed.
Like, sometimes it's nice to dangle your legs off a little bit.
Think of how many more people Grant can fit onto one bed.
Exactly.
Not if it's pushed against a wall like that. That's resting against a wall.
Have you
I'm
ever seen
little
Charlie and the
different.
Chocolate Factory? You know how all the grandparents fit onto the bed? Imagine how many more grandparents could fit onto
We
the
could
bed
have
if they all
so many
dangled their legs off
grandparents.
the end.
I don't
So many
think they would live through that sleep. I think all the blood would rush to their feet and they would die.
Well, you know. At least they got to
but-
play
The
Cyberpunk
crackling.
2077. That's worth it.
True.
Okay. The point was not specifically about Cyber 2077. That was just the worst example I could think of.
Worst.
Literally,
What do you
you
mean?
27.
Grim Factory Frontier, the guy just yawns, gets on bed like a stiff like board or with the back not going under anything, and that's it.
The amount of
He wakes up and he
characters-
gets up in full of like work clothing. I think it was the work clothing that hurt me the most.
Like the amount of characters that do not even take off their shoes when they go to bed is disgusting.
Oh my god, it's a mortal sin.
Okay, that's
man.
true.
And Cyber 2077, look at what's on that character's feet, Grant.
You can take off their shoes. That's your dilemma.
I mean,
Zach, do you wear shoes inside the house?
I wear sandals. I take my I very rarely wear shoes, actually.
A little sus.
I'd say it is a
Grant,
little
you
sus.
lived with me for like 3 years. You know I wear sandals everywhere.
Zach, is your footwear you wear inside the house the same footwear you wear outside?
No, not typically.
Okay.
I prefer to have an indoor pair and an outdoor pair of sandals. Sometimes if I'm just going to like the mailbox, I'll wear the indoor pair to the mailbox.
All right, fair.
Now, I would kind of like to torpedo Adrian's next point by saying that I did have a friend in high school who did wear his work boots to bed.
That's fucking awful. Did you put a blanket over them too?
God!
No, like full into the bed. Yes.
That's
Why?
fucking horrendous.
Well, because in his own logic, he's like, no one else is in this bed. It's just me. And what
You're
can
in the bed.
Well, that's it.
He's
That was
in the bed.
That was his point. He was like, I don't care, and there's
Well,
nothing.
he has no respect for himself.
Well, and he was like, and I don't care, and like nothing can get onto my feet because I'm wearing my work boots.
Yeah, but whatever's on your work boot is gonna get onto you. My God.
Right, but then that's fine. I mean, I guess it should be noted that like he did wear his work boots to bed, like that is true, but he also just like wore his full like outfit to bed. Like he didn't have like nighttime clothes. He would like wake up in the morning, take a shower, change, and then that's how he would be the entire day.
You could not pay me to touch the sleeping surfaces of that guy's bed. You can't pay me to get in there.
You could not pay me
disgusting. Enough. Anyway, I wanted to bring it back around to the point of I understand, right, that it's hard to animate a blanket sometimes because it's kind of a weird, it's not rigid, it's flowy, it's like not quite 2D.
It's a very specific way for fabric to move that a lot of like fabric generators don't handle well.
Exactly. So I understand that. But I mean, come on, there's gotta be workarounds that are cost effective enough to not have characters be in the most cringe sleeping positions possible.
Well, because one of the examples that I can think of off the top of my head is that in Heavy Rain, or not, was it Heavy Rain? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or am I thinking of fucking Indigo Prophecy? But one of the shitty David Cage games, early ones, there was a character goes to sleep and they like throw the covers over themselves, and for a split second it looks really good, but then the camera like cuts to like a full shot of them in the bed, and it's not because you know like your fabric sheets will contour, they'll conform, I guess, to your body, right? Like your body shape. It was literally just like the bed had a dome on it. And that was like Quantic Dream's solution to the problem.
I don't know. Like if you here's my bit, right? If you can't at least decently illustrate the characters under the sheets, then literally just have the prompt go to bed, yes, no, they press yes, it fades to black, and then fades back in with them like stretching and getting up in their clothes or whatever. Like I don't think it's worth
it.
It's not worth seeing it if it looks like shit.
I guess so, but there's also like a lot of examples of like if it doesn't look good, it's not worth shit. And there's a lot of examples of game companies not giving a shit about that sort of thing. But fucking Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But
that's the whole game.
I would say that there's actually a really good example of a really simple way that games used to be able to handle this problem, and I actually personally really liked it.
We're talking
like in
2D,
old
right?
school in old school RPGs, whenever you went to bed, it was literally just a sprite that was on top that was perfectly fitted to all like character sprites, so you couldn't see any of their clothes. It would just be their head poking out from the blanket, and it's like, oh yeah. They went to sleep. Isn't that nice?
You were able to walk into bed in the old Pokemon games. It was really smooth. I will say, very frankly speaking, Kingdom Hearts had a better sleeping system set up than fucking Cyberpunk 2077. Because at least in that game, in Birth by Sleep, there's a scene where characters in bed and they're in their pajamas, which is more than you can say about the Cyberpunk 2077 characters. Because they do not give a shit. There's also scenes in Cyberpunk 2077 where you wake up in the same position, implying you did not move or crawl into bed later in the night. You just stayed that way all night.
Because it was so comfortable.
Because you're a fucking demon and the industries have stolen your concept of comfort from you. Oh.
Grant sold his concept of comfort to the corpos many years ago.
I played Cyber 2077 by the way. It was it's pretty good.
I like it. I like
Sprinting shotgun build is very fun, and I can't play any other way because every other way seems incredibly boring by comparison.
Oh, I do sprinting melee.
You don't get the speed boost from melee as you do with shotgun though.
True, but if you get the certain the fucking Sandevistan implant, then it doesn't matter because time slows down anyways.
I guess. I like sprinting shotgun. I like getting up really close and either whiffing completely or knocking someone's head off in one shot.
Nice.
And
did you beat the game?
Speeding around. I did beat the game.
Nice.
I beat the game on the... What's the one that's between like Corpo and Nomad?
Street Kid?
Yeah, I beat the game on Street Kid and I sided with Takamura because I thought it was cool, and I ended up getting the bad ending where you're consciousness in the thing.
Oh shit. I did Street Kid for my first one, but I did the Nomad ending where you do it with the Aldecados.
I see.
Where do I get Fleet from?
He's in the toilet.
Do I have to go back to the toilet?
You have to get him toilet paper.
Where do I get the toilet paper from? Oh wait, isn't it? I got it. It's like the ancient text or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
so just go back and
I forgot that was the toilet paper. I was looking for toilet paper. They even give you a clue because the ancient scrolls looks like a roll of toilet paper.
Do you have any of your key items right now?
I believe I do. Oh look, a key.
Nice. Can I see it?
May I see it? No.
No.
Item.
Important. Would it be important items?
Important
things. Ancient clue.
It's kind of toilet paper. It's a little long and thin.
It says
by Rock Band's noggin, where the outer space is reversed, the door to secret hides. Cool.
Well, by the way, is there air here? Is that why you're not wearing your helmet anymore?
Yeah, that was one of the first things that Tippy said was like, well, now he doesn't need air, and the little squiggly alien thing was like, oh, that's because this place has air.
he's like, I got a shit.
Yeah, I got
poo.
He said I have to go potty.
I have to go potty.
Which suggests that this is a juvenile alien.
No, he has to shit.
Oh god, I forgot that this guy just sings everything.
Bleep.
Can't take it anymore. Squirtle first. Hi, Fleet. It's a paper miracle. Fleep is a feeling good. Fleep, how did you go to the bathroom?
Sleep as a hole.
See that?
There's
You're
a lot of
asking the wrong
holes,
questions.
actually.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions you're not ready for the answer for. What is that SpongeBob where it's like Mrs. Puff says that? Don't ask questions you're not prepared for the answers for.
Thank you.
Why did I feel like I just heard the toilet flush?
Because it's a fucking porta potty?
'Cause it's
And
a
it was a
porta potty.
toilet that flushed?
A porta pot? How does the porta potties flush?
Depending. I
Alright.
do not ask
Okay.
They do in
questions you are
space.
prepared to handle the answers to, Mrs. Puff.
They do in space.
And they do in space, okay.
Flip 'em.
Space is a vacuum.
Space is an
True.
illusion.
Alright, here's a question. If you had the ability to set up a small, let's say a head-sized pair of portals that connect to each other, where would you put them?
Head-sized pair of
Head-sized.
portals.
Like they're round, about head size in diameter.
A head portal?
Does it's not perfectly flush to my neck, right?
I'm not saying you have to put it on your head, I'm just saying that's how big the round circle is that the portal is.
Oh, okay. And you can't move them afterwards?
I'll see you can, but we're just putting them up first, I guess.
Okay.
Because you can't fit your whole body through there.
Where would I put it? Because what you're essentially describing is what would you want access to? Because sure, you couldn't move your entire body through the portal, but I could like reach through and grab a soda from the fridge. You know?
But then it's gonna have a hole in the fridge. It's gonna try to let all the cool air.
Oh, you know what would be sick? I would be the most fucker in the world. I would have the other side of the portal on some other like Earth-like planet that's like billions and trillions of miles away from where we are, like light years away.
What?
And that's where I would put all my garbage. Be like, I have 0 carbon footprint.
How would you get access to that?
You didn't say I had to be there. You just said I would put one somewhere and one the other where.
Okay, so that's if you where would you if you had to be able to get to the place and then put it there.
It's like in the cartoon. It's like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where it's a physical hole and you have to throw it on something.
Yeah, it's like Wile E. Coyote.
It's Wile E. Coyote rules. Okay.
Kinda.
I fucking throw it like a discus straight up into the sky and then just poke my head through. Just go, ah! That's it.
Just your floating head up in the middle of nowhere.
It's just me going, ah!
There's Doppler effects on cars that pass by.
It's fucking, like my head freezes. I run out of oxygen. It's like, oh shit. Welcome to the woe zone.
Grant, what would you do if you had a head-sized pair of portals? Where'd you set them up?
I would put one on one side of my closet and the other on the other side of the closet so I could scratch my back.
Okay.
Wait, how big's your closet?
Not that big.
Okay, because like my closet's like pretty long, and like so obviously in my mind I was envisioning what you were talking about, where it's like one side has a portal and the other side has a portal. And it's like that's still like 5 feet away. Like you can't scratch your back, but you probably have like a thin closet or whatever. That makes sense.
Saba, what would you do with that portal?
Well, firstly, I was kind of imagining like I have a surveillance system. It would be at my door. And if there was anyone who'd try to mess with like, you know, taking a package or like, you know, they're clicking the doorbell too much, I could just, you know...
You could just poke your hand with your sword out at it.
And just like slap them or like grab them and like freak them out.
Slash them.
But it's not just Saba that has access to this portal, right? Or is it? Like can anything
can I turn it
other...
on and off?
Yeah, I guess. Like, cause that's the thing is like Saba has like the, you know, Saba's talking about the really good idea of like, oh, I have like this little like porthole that I can monitor the front door through. And I'm like, couldn't you just do the, I mean, I know it's not the same because you couldn't be like on the second floor of your house and do this, but isn't that just like a window? Like, did you not essentially just invent a window directly to your room where like bugs can get in and stuff?
But it's more convenient. So like if the surveillance is on my phone, right, and I can like see someone's messing with it, or if I'm somewhere crazy far away, can I just turn on like the portal from my end, and I keep a permanent portal over there too?
It is a little faster than a window would be, and it's more convenient if you're not at home, I guess. Now, here's my idea, and this is probably going to be gross and upsetting. So,
Oh no.
bear with me, but I would set one up under my desk and the other one at my toilet, so I don't have to go to the bathroom and stop doing whatever I'm
Oh
doing.
my god.
Adrian. You
Well,
were in
mean-
fact correct. That is gross.
Listen, all right, it's going in the proper place, and I don't have to get up and enter whatever I'm doing on my computer.
But why put it in the toilet? You thought to flush the toilet.
I would reach my hand up and grab the toilet flusher.
Through the hole that you just shat through?
The hole itself isn't dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know that.
I don't even know if they can get dirty or not.
Also, I'm not saying I would. I don't know if I would poop through. I think it would just be number one. I don't think I would trust being able to poop through there.
You think you have enough aim, good enough aim to go not only through one hole, i.e. the toilet bowl, but the second hole being your magic bullshit?
It's the size of a head. That's pretty big.
Okay. May I go out on a limb and I'll alter my initial thing? Because my initial thing, I would definitely do that first, just to see what. I just would want to know what it feels like, you know. But
Sure.
for like an actual thing that I would do, I think I would put one hole on my chest and then one hole on my back, and then just like live my life like normal.
Okay.
All right.
I think it would be real.
So-
I think it'd be really cool if like. I don't know, like imagine I'm in like New York and a guy like mugs me and I'm like, fucking shoot, see what happens, and he shoots me in the neck.
Yeah.
You just die.
I mean, I guess you could reach through yourself and have your hand go on the other side.
Yeah, think about how upsetting that would be.
Sick Halloween costume.
Like
You know
put one hole on the top of my head, the other on my chest, and just be like, look what I can do, and like my hand comes out the top of my head and it's like.
You know what? I think at one point I would just take the hole and put it behind me and just be able to look at the back of my head.
I don't want you to touch your hole anymore.
What?
Genuinely.
Hey, I cleaned it up, okay? I took a
How
towel.
the fuck
I
did you
took
clean the hole?
I cleaned around the rim. I gave my hole a nice job at the rim.
Gave your whole a rim job, you're saying?
Oh my god,
speaking my
why is
language,
this
man.
devolving?
Zaba, you have veto powers!
Anyway, I was just saying that at some point I would want to check what the back of my head looks like, because I don't get to see that very often.
Would you? Yeah, that makes sense. We went to the Atlanta Zoo like a short while ago, and one of the things that I was really shocked by, because like you know, everybody's pretty familiar at the moment that my hair is quite long, but I hadn't seen what my hair looked like from the back previously, and it's not flattering. From the front, my hair looks pretty good. From the back, it does not.
From the black?
From the black, it does not. And if I had a magic hole that would allow me to look at the back of my head, I would probably be able to identify that and then fix it.
You could reach through and style your hair from the back of your head by yourself.
Exactly. It's exactly what I'm getting at. Yeah. Nothing? It's just a save point? That's weird. Sleep! Get in there. Oh, okay.
Alright. Let's talk about my other, probably more extendable topic. How to make a video tutorial not suck.
I think you just have to make it kind of short, concise, and like maybe what you do with it's kind of interesting, like the way you do it, not just like this is a tutorial room.
Yeah. I was about to say I agree in the sense that like my favorite tutorials in gaming have always been like diegetic. If that makes sense. I guess in my opinion, the most effective tutorial I have ever done was in a Metroid game, in which it was literally just that classic design of like, all right, here's a new power. You're stuck in this room until you figure out how to use your new power. And it's like, that's a tutorial, because it's just like, there's literally no other option. in that scenario than to learn what it's trying to get you to learn. And I think that that's really good.
Yeah, but then, I mean, you could still do it as, like, a tutorial room. It'll just be kind of, like, annoying. But yeah, as long as it, like, fits somehow.
I think that an important aspect of tutorial that makes it not annoying is being able to either skip or circumvent or heavily shorten its length if you already know the material.
You mean like
yes,
you mean
skip
like how
button would
every
be nice.
Pokemon game doesn't?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, I would
No,
like to
you're
correct
targeting
myself.
something
Legends
specifically
Arceus
here,
does
but,
do that, actually.
I would like to propose that I don't think this is necessarily reflective of tutorial sucking, but I do think that it is so. This is meta almost off the game, but I think it is frustrating when online gamers are like, I don't need a tutorial. Not naming names here, not naming names here. I need a tutorial. I'll just skip it, and they skip it and have no idea what to do because they skipped it.
Yeah, I hate the people who just skip through tutorials when they
Not
don't.
naming names.
Like,
Not naming names.
could you
When they
imagine?
haven't read it.
It would be nigh impossible, but it would be really cool to have every game, because there are games that exist that are so intuitive that you don't need a tutorial. The tutorial is just there for like posterity, but you can't. Like, not every, like, surely not every game could exist in that space, you know? Like Skyward Sword.
I would say if it's like as you would say, like, diegetic to a certain degree, sometimes you don't even need to skip the tutorial. Sometimes you could have it as just like maybe the first start of like the level, and you can still have the signs or like the little pop-up or something. But if the player knows what to do, they'll just progress through the pop-up. Like, they don't need to actually click it or anything.
Like, because I think, I don't know, I'm just thinking back, like, if you think back to Sonic 1 or Super Mario 1, they don't have tutorials. You just play the game and learn by trial and error with a handful of lives you get the start.
Well, the initial Mario, first Mario game, actually kind of does have what I was talking about before. That's the whole reason why they put that very first Goomba at the very beginning of 1-1, was that you cannot progress past that Goomba unless you figure out how to jump, which is really cool, you know?
And you know, those games did have instruction manuals, but like,
Not in the game,
man. Like, it came with the game, but
I don't like, because I wasn't around back then, but I wonder how many people actually, what the fuck?
Yeah, my favorite part in this entire chapter, the convenience store.
Am I in fucking Wonderful 101 suddenly?
It's your 7-Eleven.
Have a twinkly day.
If we're not closed, we're open. Hell yeah.
It's true. Very, very correct.
Incredibly true. I love when people state binaries that are true.
Choco bar. Oh, what a swell guy.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that a tutorial needs to obviously convey how to play the game. It should be either skippable or, I think ideally,
Oh my god, has the runway.
You should just be able to speed through it if you already know what you're doing, for like speed runners or people that actually know what they're doing. But I don't know if it's ideal for you to be able to just out of pocket skip it in case you don't know what you're doing. It should just
Because it's
be able to be
impossible.
blazed
It's
through.
nigh impossible for a game to know that,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
I think it's best the player demonstrates if they already know it by being able to blaze through it quickly without any like dialogue stopping them or whatever.
I do think that there's an argument to be made where it's like, if you already have a save file, assuming that the game supports multiple save files, I could see an argument where it's like, well, if you already have a save file, just skip the tutorial, period. You know what I mean?
I can see that. Like, the option shows up only if it's like, you know, a Game Plus or something. Though someone else, or New Game Plus, sorry.
I like Game Plus. It's literally just more. That's what DLC is. It's Game
If they
Plus.
rebranded DLC to Game Plus.
What? I have an example in my mind, but if you had to think of like a game with a particularly bad tutorial, what would you say?
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, but we shit on Pokemon a lot. Let's think of another one.
I don't play a lot of shooters, but I know a lot of them have the tutorial that's literally just the screen flashes to a diagram of the controller keyboard and labels every button, and that's the entire tutorial after you move on from that.
I mean, that's not necessarily the most like creative, but it's effective largely.
Kind of. I mean, it's not effective if you have a lot of buttons that do a lot of things.
And it's true.
First-person shooters also usually will like take you to like a shooting range or something.
Grant says from experience.
No.
Yeah, Grant has been in a first-person shooter game.
I mean,
before.
that was
Have you ever
like
played-
that was how
Have you
Modern
played-
Warfare 2 starts.
That was how Grant's Adventure 2 starts.
Grant's Adventure
Yeah.
2.
Grant's Adventure 1 was like kind of like a platforming game, and then they made it a first-person shooter in Grant's Adventure 2. It was very-
The Grant's Adventure series follows the same trajectory as the fucking Alien franchise.
I was gonna say the Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog series, but yeah.
Okay, that works. But it's the same character. It would have to be a separate character.
True. I do like Grant's Adventure as a game series name.
All right, Grant, get going.
It ships tomorrow.
It ships tomorrow.
Yeah, I've had my hands on the closed beta
yeah.
test of it.
So Saba, what would you say? Can you think of anything that has a particularly
how
bad
much
tutorial?
I remember. All I remember, like being mad at, not like at something specifically, was that like watching like a streamer specifically who was playing Horizon, the new one, and you know how the new one has like a grappling hook mechanic.
I didn't know that, but go on.
Okay, well, there you go.
I know next to
but, like,
nothing about Forbidden West other than it now adds fucking like cool ass snake.
So he basically quickly skipped through all of it, as well as like I think a tutorial, like something that like tells you need to like how to like jump off of things and like how to grip like, you know, cliffs. I think it was a little bit different than like normal. And he proceeds to skip all of that. Then to get like, he gets to a point where he has to like, you know, deploy the skills. To which he just looks around like confused, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. And you have no idea how pissed off I got at that. And I'm like, you know, it wouldn't have like, you know, you could have figured it out if you, I don't know, read the instructions. So it's not a specific thing, but that I just recall as soon as you brought up tutorials and like reading tutorials, I'm like, I want to. It's annoying. I
think probably a decent way in my head that I'm formulating is like, because let's take your stereotypical like platform adventure kind of game, right? I think it should start out with just gameplay, like it's just the start level. But if the game detects you're lingering in an area for long enough and you don't know how to do a mechanic, then a window pops up or dialogue or something, maybe diegetic, someone else explains like, oh, you forgot to do this thing. Like maybe that's how you do it.
I will say that I feel like that's, and I know that this is probably like inside baseball or whatever, or a little bit inside baseball, but like, I find it crazy that like when we were in school and it's like, hey, you need to design a tutorial for your thing. You need to teach them how to like move. And it's just like, I almost want the tutorial to just be like push buttons. Like do something, you know what I mean? Like I know that your keyboard has a million things on it, but like press anything that's not escape and see if it does something. You know what I mean? Where it's just like if the person's just standing there doing nothing, I think I would go insane because it's like, what do you? It's a fucking video game. Do anything and you'll find success. I promise.
And then, okay, luckily, at least like controller wise or whatever, there's not like just like an Alt F4 button that someone can instantly hit, which
That's
like closes the
buttons. Game. That's two very specific buttons. My mother didn't even know that the function buttons existed until a year ago.
Like how do I play this game? Proceeds to go to like the console itself and just press the off button. I was like, I thought that would do something.
I got confused. There wasn't a button telling me how to move, so I went into my game file folder,
.ini, and I inverted the colors of the game.
I went to the .ini and started just putting words in the code, and now it won't run anymore.
That's really good. Am I supposed to go here?
I took out all the hashtags that I saw in the code. There were hashtags that were turning some of the words gray in the code, so I took all those out.
Nice, they revealed all the comments in the code. To answer like my own question of like tutorials that were particularly bad, I will say that I know it's not exactly fair because we only just recently played it, but like, man, I was really tired of that like early intro section of Origami King. it was like I think Adrian like phrased it near perfectly, which was like,
Oh, I was fine with it, but
I'm sure you were.
I know exactly what it was.
But
yeah.
it was just like Adrian summed it up near perfectly, where it's like, this is way too many words for somebody who would need this tutorial. And I like wholly agreed, where it's just like, it was.
I think it was supposed to be a lot, like just for the sake of. I think it was supposed to be funny with the way like the amount.
I don't
Cool,
think it was
I
supposed to be
disagree.
comedic.
It did not work. if the
did not
intention
give
was
off
for it to be
comedic
comedic,
vibes.
like lol, look how much look how much this one character keeps talking, not funny. Like I could appreciate what you tried to do, it didn't work.
But yeah, I feel like if you're making it to something for a demographic that young, you can't use words. You gotta use arrows and dialogues and pointy things and
Okay.
flashing symbols.
Or at least summarize it better. You know?
Simple
Maybe
words
just
and few of them.
shorten the thing.
Like
Simple
I
and
don't know
few
how
words.
many times that tutorial had to explain to me where it's like, okay, now you have to hit the A button, and it's like, all right, listen, I get it. You already explained this to me, and I know I'm not a child like you're making this for, but the child that you're making this for is mashing harder than I am through this. Which, by the way, would somebody be kind enough
Maybe
to
it's
tell me
supposed
how to get
help
through
reading
this?
comprehension.
I am lost again, and I feel like an idiot.
Lost in space.
Lost in space.
Lost in space.
Space.
I don't know, but because Adrian's initial point was like making tutorials that don't suck, and it's like I don't think there's a surefire way, even on a genre by genre basis, like on a game by game basis. I don't even think you could figure it out properly. Like obviously there are certain controls that you need. Like, could you imagine making a quote unquote perfect tutorial for like Civilization 6? That game has so many fucking mechanics, you know, and
The
it's
game
like.
also doesn't have a tutorial.
Well, it has early scenarios which act like tutorials.
I guess.
That's technically what, like, because usually every Civ game has like 2 or 3 like really easy scenarios at the very top of the list, and that's supposed to function as the tutorial.
I guess.
Who's posting shit? What
Oh,
the
you can
fuck?
read what Jesse said.
The new One Piece movie about something. There's Kirby. There's a lion attacking Kirby. There's Shinji in front of. Isn't that the eye
It's a
from
Tsukiyomi.
Naruto?
It's a Naruto thing. Yeah,
That's a Naruto
yeah.
thing.
There's
It's a
Mozart
Naruto
who's
thing.
there and he's not happy, and then there's an idol girl.
And Hogwarts.
And Hogwarts, correct.
And Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
And a big particle effect in the background too.
Adrian, have you found anything? Can you
I'm
help?
not-
Can you help a brother?
That wasn't fucking looking anything up. I was
Can
busy trying to
someone
think of a
help
good
look,
tutorial.
please? I would appreciate assistance.
All right, Super Paper Mario Space. Space walkthrough.
With me.
That's the part where you're walking around. We moved past that part. Chapter 4-3. Okay.
What the fuck? Why is that sparkling? See that?
Vortex maze.
I don't know. Maybe that's something there. That
Oh, no, that's
that
just
you should
Tippy.
be-
That's weird.
You needed to purchase one of the chocolate bars.
That's how you progress?
It's necessary for progression.
Wow, okay. I never would have guessed that in a million years. All right, let me get in there. Because I'm so full on items that I didn't want to buy one.
Did you twist Squirps into one of the Squirp-shaped holes?
Yes, so there, but I need to. Oh, right, you need to feed him and then he multiplies. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, all
You
right,
forgot
all right.
about that.
I'm.
And Squirp only eats chocolate bars.
They are a child, it's true. All right, thank you very much, Adrian. I appreciate it. Now I can make progress.
Good job, Adrian.
All right, how much money do you want to spend on Squirp? Oh, that's nice of you.
I love my squirt.
If I had a penny for every time I was introduced to in media a sci-fi thing that starts with SQUI, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird this happened twice.
What's the other one?
Quip.
Who's dead? It's Jesse.
Sorry,
Jesse.
a sci-fi element that starts with SQUI and ends in P. I'd have 2 nickels.
In Harry Potter, somebody who was in a magical family but has no magical powers is called a squib.
Well, now that's 3. Although I don't know if that counts as sci-fi.
Definitely
He's
not
got 3
psi.
nips now.
In Be More Chill, a musical about a kid who takes a pill and gives him a robot that tells him how to act cool in school. The pill is called the Squip. It's a pill that puts a robot in your head, and that robot tells you how not to be a loser when you're in high school. That's the plot of the show.
Nice.
Squirps. Twist 'em.
Alright. Twist him in. Now you gotta feed him.
Oh, right. You're supposed to do this first, and then he tells you that he only eats chocolate. You fuck.
Ah, yes. Space chapter.
I am about to sneeze.
You know, actually, this is actually only the second time that Paper Mario went to space.
I mean, yeah, the moon.
Yeah, that counts.
I would say that counts.
Remember how he accesses the moon, by the way?
I do remember how we access the moon. Man, I can't wait till we get there one day.
The moon.
Saba, how do you think you access the moon in the older Paper Mario game?
Don't spoil it. We're gonna play it one day.
I'm asking her to guess.
Okay, you just want her to guess. Okay.
I mean, warp star. I like the idea of a warp star, but that's like later. I just the
That's
pipe.
Kirby. Warp Star is Kirby. You're thinking
Well,
of
Warp
Pipe?
Star is
No,
also
no.
in in
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy, but yeah, it doesn't exist outside of Mario Galaxy.
I like the idea of just a pipe.
That's a good
A
idea.
pipe that takes you to the. You know what? Now you're thinking with Bowser's Inside Story, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Also, welcome back, Grant.
Hello,
Hello, Grant.
Jesse is now here.
Jesse.
It's a me. Do you like that image, Grant?
I do. That was good.
I'm glad that someone else had mentioned Infinite Tsukuyomi because it's one of the few things that intrigues me on Naruto because I think all the Infinite Tsukuyomi or even Limited Tsukuyomi worlds are more interesting than the actual world of Naruto.
This is just what happened in the movie.
Grant, are you aware of the Infinite
Saba,
Tsukuyomi
look at the chapter
worlds?
here. Oh, never mind.
Yes.
Oh, I just.
Are
missed-
you aware? Do you remember the partial Tsukuyomi world that was Road to Ninja?
If I go onto Twitch right now, are you playing fucking let's see, are you playing Sims?
No,
No, she's
It's your
under the
thing.
Mario category.
it's the game.
I'm looking at Saba's thing now.
The game.
No,
Hello. Streaming
she's being honest. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, no
Because
fade.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have
Yeah,
laughed really
no
hard
fade.
if you were in the Mario category, but we're playing Sims 4.
No, there's a lot of since I'm not buying really any of the DLC for the game, which is basically the game itself. So I'm just doing a lot of mod stuff.
I was like, I could just get you the DLC.
Grant, what do you think?
You mean by just getting me the DLC?
Saba, I want you to take a wild
need to
guess what
do
you think
that.
I mean by that.
I don't.
Now, Zach, you better
I
not
get what
say
you
nothing
mean.
illegal.
If you know how to do that, let me know.
Saba,
Don't
I
don't
obviously
say
know how to
nothing
do that. I
illegal.
played that other game that I told you about. You think I paid for that other game that I told you about?
Yes, because you're a legal citizen that doesn't break
Jesse,
laws.
shut your
Zach.
fucking mouth. We're not saying that live on stream.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm glad you're quiet, so I can very easily deny what you said.
Well, the thing is, like I said, the base game is out for free now, which is really good. So at least there's something to work off of.
Did you ever see
And there's a lot of
Naruto
CC
Road to Ninja?
stuff that like are really cool resources now, but I'm not sure about like the mods and stuff like that, or the
It's the movie that has the what if
The one where
scenario
his
where it's
parents-
Naruto's parents are alive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
That was a good movie. Mostly.
good.
I hated the parts where I wasn't talking about Naruto's parents' relation to them, and also Sakura's life. And also, it featured Confident Hinata, which is a godsend.
All the characters were like flipped around, which was really fun. Yeah, Confident
was a
Hinata was
character.
great.
Yeah.
Menma was a character.
Menma existed, kind of, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, pig!
It's 3-pig.
Oh my gosh!
You
just
murdered him.
What
I
a
consider-
fun enemy where it's a triple pig and then every time you hit it, it gets one smaller. That's
I
awesome. That's
consider-
awesome, dude. I love
I
that.
consider all the Infinite Tsukuyomi stuff way more interesting than the actual Naruto stuff, personally.
Fair.
I disagree. I think it's unfair.
You don't even know what Infinite Tsukuyomi is.
At least I do.
What is it?
It's a type of dessert.
I knew it.
Incorrect.
Indeed.
Does Fleep have any... Fleep, like, stuns enemies when you use it on him, right?
Yes. Well, most enemies.
Okay.
Some enemies are unaffected.
Right.
Spin them around.
They're very cool.
Thank you, Fleep. Very cool.
Very cool.
Well, how am I supposed to get upside down now? Hello?
Have you guys seen Doug Doug's
are
video
you?
series about him versus Twitch chat invading varying places?
No.
It's really good. There's videos of like the newest one is like he and
Oh.
Twitch chat are trying to invade 10 planets in the solar system, and they are using an AI to determine how their actions turn out. And Twitch chat has the brilliant idea at one point of let's ask the sun to be our pope for our religion. So the AI says, all right, you guys fly up to the sun and ask the sun, be our pope. And the AI is like, and then the sun looks at you and says,
Giant.
fuck off! And then you crash your spaceship.
Wow.
That's about what would happen, I think, in real life. That makes sense.
Probably.
Pretty good. I recommend watching the series. It's very good.
I
There's one for
unrecommend
the
it.
US. Okay.
He unrecommends it.
True.
Oh my god, it's a sibling to those oobs or ookses or whatever they were called in Thousand Year Door.
What the hell did you say to me?
I was like referencing the Thousand Year Door enemy.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Man, that sneeze has been working through my system for half an hour. All right.
Huh?
I was just about to. My brain was kind of on autopilot a little bit, obviously, and I was about to ask a question, and then I said it to myself in my mind, and I'm like, yeah, that's not a question.
You're having me
not
thoughts
a question.
finally.
Well, in my mind, I was thinking about it, and I was like, is the Tsukiyomi one of those Bankai things? That was the thought that went through my head,
Oh.
and then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a different show.
He only one of those Bankai things.
It's fucking Hank Hill. If Bobby got really into anime, and now he just tells Hank about like a new show like every week, and he's trying to like stay together. Now, how does this fit in with them there stands? That's a
different anime, Dad.
That's a different anime, Dad. Now, what? What? It sounded so similar to that NAN system you were talking about. Are you sure it's not the same show?
And when does Goku power up in Super Saiyan?
Gaku. I love Gaku.
When does Goku become a Super Saiyan? It's Super Saiyan, Dad.
It's Super Saiyan.
Bobby Hill's a really fun impression to do.
There goes the Ice Cube.
It's not. It's an invincible. Wow, it's really gone. Never mind. It's like gone ass gone. I didn't realize that would happen.
That's a pipe.
It's a what?
It's a
That's a
pipe.
door.
You must plumb.
What are you talking about?
You must plumb.
You must plumb.
When's the last time you guys have seen Mario plumb anything?
Has he? I think the last time that I saw either of the Mario Brothers do anything that could be mistaken as plumbing was in the fucking fuck. It was the one for the Wii U. It was like Mario 3D World. In the intro, they fix a single glass pipe,
That is true.
and like arguably that's the only plumbing I have ever seen them do.
Won't they do something plumbing related in Bowser's Inside Story?
They fixed Bowser's pipes, I guess you could say.
I mean, but arguably that's more like doctor stuff.
They laced
I don't know,
the
man.
pipe on Bowser.
They lace a pipe in Bowser. I mean, technically, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna say something bad.
I appreciate you having restraint.
Self-control.
Give in to your.
I don't know. The devil on my shoulder is saying I should give in.
Give in to
And you
your
call me evil,
craving.
evil. I'm not even the devil on your shoulder this time.
I'm just here.
Jesse's the true
Just
evil,
here.
evil.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Something very something sterling and intelligent, I'm sure.
Of course.
Of course.
That was it.
I'm desperately trying to finish this chapter before the end of the stream.
I'll go fast.
I
Gotta finish
can't. I
space.
don't know where to go, dude. This whole fucking world has been so confusing. It's so many portals and
so-
doors everywhere.
Maze
Topsy-turvy.
game.
Stop! I'm trying to jump.
A maze game.
Oh, Saba, I wanted to mention this
Yeah.
to you earlier, but I totally forgot. I actually, for the first time in a long time, had an exceptionally wonderful dream yesterday. I got to play in my dream the sequel to Return of the Obra Dinn.
That's pretty cool.
It was obviously like nonsensical, like dream logic type stuff. But the basic over-under was that it was, instead of a boat this time, it was a train that was left derelict in the middle of a jungle. And the like over-under of like the story was that it was actually a like group of like 3 immortal entities, like they were aliens in human disguise, and they had, what was it? It was like 2 of them were trying to take over the world, and the 3rd one was trying to save the world. And by saving the world, he means tricking everybody and their cult onto this train to die. So it's like you went with the memento, the pocket watch or whatever, to like up to one of the bodies, and suddenly you're in like because the game took place in like the early 20s or whatever, the 1920s. So you flip open the thing, and suddenly it's like 1514, and you're in medieval Europe, and it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean this is when the person died? He's here on the train! And it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I just wanted to
Yeah,
share that
that's
because
pretty
it's very rare that I have a dream that I actually enjoy, and I wanted to share. Oh, that works. Grant, when are you gonna play Return of the Obra Dinn?
Grant, when are you gonna play with your dick?
Well,
I don't want to answer that.
gotta think about it.
Assuming he's not playing with his dick now, like an idiot.
Like an idiot. Hey, how dare you?
It's
Speedrunning
so
strat.
like if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it's truly obvious.
What are you implying about idiots and playing with their dicks? Zach?
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying he's an idiot for playing with his dick. I'm saying you're an idiot for thinking that he's not playing with his dick right now.
Oh. Well, who among us here isn't playing with their dicks right now?
Probably
Among Us?
Saba.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
You don't know
I
that.
genuinely, I can honestly say I genuinely don't know that, but I don't know. I'm just saying, like, given the horn dog that we know Grant to be, I would expect for him to be masturbating right now.
Yep.
If there's one thing,
that...
if there's one thing that I know about Grant, it's that he's constantly fucking, whether it's himself or someone else.
Are you saying that you think Grant is presently masturbating?
I mean, I know he's presently masturbating. He's sending me a live stream.
That's true.
You can't prove that's Grant. Maybe it's that guy from the fucking from the music video that looks like Grant.
It could be.
It could be. They're pretty identical, you know, even in cock length.
You know what? Now that I double checked the live stream, it does appear to be that character from Infinity Train season 4 or whatever.
Wow.
How many fictional characters look pretty close to Grant? The world may never know.
2.
Oh shit, he's got it.
Yeah.
Imagine that was just the wrong key.
I would be infinitely pissed.
What if you put it in? It's like, oops, the key broke in the lock, and you lost
Get
the key,
another
and
one.
the lock wouldn't open. No, it's just jammed. You can't open the lock anymore.
The game's just over.
Point at the screen.
I'm working on it. All right. It's weird.
Point at the
Okay.
screen.
There we go. Got it. That's a hidden door. Let me reveal that for you. Thank you, Tippy. All right. Look at this
All
big
right.
room.
I wonder what's gonna happen in this room.
I'll never tell.
I'll never tell. What the fuck? What the hell? I'm not crazy, right? That was weird.
And Mario was in like 3/4 view.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let Mario in
Mario's-
perspective. Everybody panic.
Mario was looking at the screen saying, like, "You seen this shit, player?"
Why did he say it like that?
Because you're the player.
Right, but he said, "Play on."
Are you seeing this shit, player?
What do you mean? That's not Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Even more accurate.
More like Chris brought, as in Chris brought nothing to the table as Mario.
Very true.
I mean, I think we talked about this before, but I do believe in the theory at the moment that the reason why they felt okay with him just doing like a normal voice was because it's an isekai. Like it's like a real world, like it's gonna be real world Chris Pratt gets sucked into the Mario universe or some bullshit. But that's still disappointing, like a lot. Especially when you listen to like the other voiceovers in the other languages, you know?
I do think it's sometimes amusing to watch the copium that's Chris Pratt and be like, he's not that bad.
Nah. He's bad.
I personally take it one further, and I watch the videos of people being like, listen, Jack Black wasn't that good.
Oh,
Why?
Wow. Let's see.
Sounded nothing like Bowser. We have so many examples of Bowser talking in the video games.
they should have just gotten the original voice actor for Bowser to voice him.
They should have just gotten Doug Bowser to voice Bowser.
They should have got Doug Bowser to voice Bowser.
True.
I still think about that to this day. Do you think like what percentage of the decision of having Doug Bowser being the new president of Nintendo of America, like what percentage of that decision was because his last name is Bowser?
I mean, I think that's just a big coincidence, but
Are you sure? Because that's a pretty fucking huge coincidence.
he was like head of marketing, wasn't he?
He was like the head of
How do you
business
think he
relations at
became head of
EA or something,
marketing?
which is not a good pedigree.
He was head of the Koopas.
He was the king of the Koopas.
Yeah.
He was ahead of the game.
Hey.
He was one step ahead of the breadline.
He was one jump ahead of the flock.
Is that the next line? I thought it was one jump ahead of the crowd.
That one, yeah.
Slowpoke.
That too.
All right, here we go. Squirrels.
What is that?
Squirps is embarrassed. Wait, whose voice was that?
Oh, who's this?
It's the mysterious Mr. L.
Oh my
Who could
goodness!
it be?
I don't
Who
know.
are you?
What lies under that mask?
Who could tell? Everybody knows that as soon as you put on a domino mask, you might as well be a new person.
It's the Green Thunder.
The Green Thunder. Mr. L!
My God. He's so cool.
Man,
Do I
Captain Ron
squirt?
he did the henshin pose.
A burial at sea. I need a burial at space. How
How
about you?
about you?
What if Mr. L was
I'm
a
dead.
common
I
race?
died.
He jumped on you. He stole your move.
Ruby music.
What if I killed my brother with fucking shooting star?
Aim
The screen.
What?
at the stars. You have to click on the stars. I like his noises.
Dead.
Goodbye, Mr. L.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Impressive! You had an item.
Hey.
I did not know you could cast Meteor.
Come to me, Metal Bro.
Hey, they reused that cutout sprite. That's from Thousand Year Door.
Listen. Don't you like him? My dear metal brother. Is Brobot. Alright, do I remember how to beat Brobot?
Oh yeah, you're in space. It becomes Kirby Superstar.
Mr. Jumps all the time! When did Squirps come back?
This is where he got knocked to.
True, correct, makes sense.
There's a thing that-
wait,
candy.
grab that, yes!
Speed up! Power up!
Oh my god, it's only strawberry.
Missile!
My sister got Starburst for Halloween to hand out.
Oh.
And then all the leftovers are just strawberry.
Ready?
This is pretty
Is this
intense.
the fucking
starting to
barrier
get,
from Sonic?
I was starting to get flashbacks to Cuphead, Zach, with that one boss.
Weren't there like a couple bosses that were side shooters?
No. That one boss that was a
Oh,
robot.
the one that was specifically a robot in the junkyard.
One of the hardest bosses in the game.
Oh man,
Right.
we're gonna have to figure that out one day, whether or not you and Lawrence are ever gonna do the DLC. I do have it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, that's a bummer.
Should I get the
Such a
Cuphead
bummer.
soundtrack on vinyl?
Oh, on vinyl, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Like no question.
Because it is $80 for both of them.
You should get two and give me one.
How come you can't just get one yourself, Zach?
I don't have that kind. What the fucking kind of money do you think I have? I don't have $80. You clearly do. Ah. Is the Prince of Scorpia.
Why is this game so quadrilateral?
Paper.
Paper.
Rock.
Am I wrong?
No.
Someone needs to say scissors now.
Oh no.
And so 1,500 years ago, Squirps was put to sleep in a hibernation capsule.
Sleep.
It's fucking Aang times like 15.
Yeah.
Crystal Heart was in him all along.
Crystal.
Pure
I
heart.
do have a pure heart. Thank you, game. No matter what anyone says,
heart
I
and a
know I'm
pure
not
star.
evil.
Eh,
You yourself have claimed you're evil, Zach.
Under duress.
true.
It was all you, Zach.
Fucking, if there's one thing that Sava's really good at, it's coercion.
Oh my god.
It's under driver's
Alright, Zach.
license.
Time to do Pit of 100 Trials right now.
I don't have
Let's
the
go.
Do the whole thing right now.
wait
Yeah,
40
fine.
minutes. I mean, I could. Okay. I like how they just had. Wait, can they just add platforms?
I mean, this is their own dimension, so
I mean, I guess yeah. I guess that makes
it's their
sense.
own pocket dimension, Zach.
You know, now I think about it, whenever I was in this room in the final boss, I don't think I ever flipped to 3D to see what the room actually like looks like in 3D. I don't think you have to.
Isn't it like a void?
Yeah, because I was just thinking about it, where it's just like, I wonder if these are like actual 3D objects or if they're just like something on the background. Oh, oh! Yo! Oh, and it forms an L.
Yes.
Literally never realized that until just now.
The henshin pose.
What would Mario do? Do you think he would just have like his elbows up?
Yeah.
Elbows up, hands down. Man, there's a lot of letters of the alphabet that you're kind of fucked doing with your arms because you have your torso.
Yo, Q though?
How the fuck could you do that? Wait, you would have to like touch your head with your leg and then have your arms be the strike through. Oh.
Oh.
Favorite sandwich. Sending you on a new mission. Hey Grant, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you read this for me?
Read the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I, old Chunks, swear to you, this hero's got a hot date with my feet. Chunks away.
All right, saving that for later. Thank you.
I am so tired. I'm gonna go early. I'll see you
Chunks
later.
away.
Ciao, ciao, Adrian.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, Dementio.
Goodbye, Mimi.
Where'd she go?
Don't worry about it.
Away.
Literally, all of your minions might not be up to this count. I think they're all idiots. This is-
I don't know, man. Dementio's like,
Dementio's scary.
he's plotting.
He's scheming.
It's quite enough, Miss Daisy. You'd what?
Secretary.
Love triangle.
Literally just turned down. Rejected.
Cringe.
Gone from all worlds, never to return. Let us spend our lives searching together. Oh. Man. Even like now, the meta narrative, while brief and very short, it's very nice.
Indeed.
Did I even use Bowser that level?
No.
Shit! I definitely should have.
Oh, shit.
So long, gay Bowser.
So long, dear Bowser. Hee. Oh!
Heartburn.
Heartburn.
Quick, get our Tums!
Oh, I need Prilosec.
Eat Prilosec!
Eat Prilosec.
Chew Prilosec! I remember where I was the day that video came out, by the way. The Game Grumps fucking Kirby's Dream Course where they did the Consume Prilosec. I was taking night classes at my community college in Massachusetts, and I was watching that video while the professor was teaching, and I was literally one of 3 people in the room.
Oh my god.
That class sucked. It was so
How did you
boring.
feel, Zach?
It was like Grant, imagine like Benit's class, but then the person wasn't Benit, right? Like, because Benit's like a nice person. Like, imagine if the person was just as dry as their fucking lectures.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh my god, because it was just a class. Like, I just needed to take it at night because it was the only time that it was available, and that was it. You know what I mean?
Man.
Where's Tippy from originally? We don't know. Bowser, how can you do that with your arms?
Don't worry about it.
Dislocated, Bowser.
Crunch.
Bowser needs to learn to close his mouth more. He's gonna have tongue rot.
You don't think he already does from breathing fire? Or that's how actually he combats it.
I'm about to say, I guess that would be the perfect counter to it. Yeah. Oh, I should probably go to sleep first.
What do the villains do? Do they go to sleep?
Do.
What when I like take a nap in this inn? What do they do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just fuck up the world while I'm sleeping.
Do the villains ever go to sleep?
I know the mysterious Mr. L doesn't. He's too cool for that.
He's on that
Also, did you
grind.
just see her fucking arms materialize and then dematerialize when she bowed? Like when she like tipped her skirt?
Yours don't?
It'd be like that.
They like zoop zoop. All right, we need to go down, in through the hole that I blew up in the wall. Man, thank goodness that this city was built with these super rare, very specific pixels in mind.
Kind of nice.
I mean, I guess it helps when you have a book that prophesies the future. It tells you exactly what you need to make, and it's like, wait a minute, what do you mean we need to make a random bridge off in the middle of nowhere?
All right, if you say so.
Like, I'm not gonna argue. Grant, do you remember this?
Flopside.
Hey Saba, get hype.
I'm getting hyped.
In the
Look,
process of
the
hype.
mages.
Red, orange, red, green, blue.
Black, which is the chaos heart. I forgot about this fucking puzzle. Fucking.
You love these type of puzzles, Zach?
Well, because it's not even like the adjacent ones turn on or off. It's like, yeah, it's legit. You just have to like kind of just try.
I guess you could say he's beginning to believe.
Definitely not.
Believe.
He's beginning to believe.
My God.
My God, he's beginning to believe. Oh. Oh! Okay. Shit. Fuck.
You fucked up. Oh, you fucked up.
Can't do this to me. No!
Oh, yes, it can.
What?
He can do it to you, Zach.
No.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay. Ooh. No.
You
Maybe,
fool.
actually? Oh! Fuck it!
All right. Nope.
This is impossible.
Welcome to the rest of stream.
How?
Zach,
How
that's
is this
a block puzzle.
possible?
Did you get it? Oh no.
Fucking. Did this turn even? That turns off everything over here? What the hell?
Oh, that's all of them.
Who made this? Wait, that
Someone
turns
who
off
wants
everything
to get
over
in.
here. Wait, it didn't? Oh my Christ, dude.
It'd be like that.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm tired.
Oh,
It'd be
fuck it.
like that.
Okay. All right. Nope. Nope. It's okay. Don't fucking panic, okay?
Oh, I'm panicking. Zach.
Everybody stay calm.
Panicking already.
We are panicking, ladies and gentlemen.
How
So
in
tired.
the
I'm
how
laughing.
in the ungodly fuck are you supposed to do this?
You cannot look up a guide.
Why?
Because this is your gamer cred.
I fuck with
Also-
gamer cred. You can't buy anything with gamer credit.
Oh yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
Just never
Yeah.
had enough.
You get the approval of Twitter users.
that's even worse. That's negative cred.
Negative.
Exactly. It's a losing situation.
A lose-lose situation. What the fuck? What the fuck? There has to be a better way.
No. Keep going.
Fucking,
I like the mosaic stuff.
I know, it looks great, doesn't it?
Very
Fucking.
pretty.
Oh, right, Tippy's fucking dying. I can't use her.
Alright, Zach.
Okay.
You know what? Can I like could I imagine
over.
some because it's so weirdly impossible, right? Wouldn't it be fucking bonkers if the solution was just to hit each one of them in sequential order?
That'd be wild.
Plausible. You know what? You know what this means, Zach?
Zach didn't remember his favorite game.
Yikes.
It's not my favorite game.
Zach,
Not even
this
remotely,
isn't a good
not
look
even
for you,
remotely close to my
Zach.
favorite game. I forgot about that. Oh my god, that's annoying. Holy Christ. All right, well, let's get out of here.
I wish I could say I remembered that, but I didn't.
Oh, the music's all weird.
Yeah. Homeworld 2.
Welcome Saba to Flopside.
Flopside.
Unfortunately, Flopside they decided to make look like shit. Like everything's all fucked up and busted.
I don't think they chose that.
No, the designers.
Oh,
Like of the game.
okay.
Like that was always something that I never understood. Like why not just have Flipside have like one color aesthetic and then just have Flopside have the opposite color aesthetic or something? Like why is Flipside normal but Flopside sucks? And it's funny because Flopside's so much better. Flopside has like way better shops and stuff.
Are we doing Summer Kingdom?
Is that blue? Is Summer
No,
Kingdom?
it's the plants and the cavemen. Then it's Summer Kingdom.
Is that true? I believe
The
you.
Unga Bunga.
Bunga bunga.
I was accidentally recording all of today's stream.
Congratulations.
Amazing, Zach.
Sell a
You've
card.
done it.
I will sell. Holy shit. Oh, that's 20. That's worth 24. I thought I had 24 of them.
Bowser's inside story moment.
Fucking. Tippy and
I
Thoreau.
saved that.
It's in the fucking video. It's in the video on the channel, man.
I know, but I saved it for my personally. For my personal entertainment.
My personal entertainment. That's what Grant sounds like. He's like, personal entertainment.
Which one's the real one? I can't tell.
Oh, hello.
French.
Oh.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I was watching Wooly Versus was doing a react stream yesterday with his wife. And oh look, it's just the other lady, but she's mad. This is the American box art version of the chef. But yeah, sorry. Wooly Versus was doing a react stream with his wife, and it was really good for the vast majority of it. But they got to one of the videos, which was this probably doesn't work. They got to one of the videos which I had kind of seen before, but I had never watched it in its like entirety. It's this video of a guy mumbling into the mic. He's like clearly trying to do commentary over like his CS:GO play or whatever, like his CS:GO game. And then his mom barges into the room and starts going, "I can smell you from down the hallway. You need to go to the bathroom." And he just goes, no, not yet. And she's like, "You are shitting yourself. I can see it happening. It's coming out of your pant leg." And it's like,
Yo.
and it's like, holy shit. And it's like a 5-minute long video of her like screaming until she eventually like goes over and just forces the computer to turn off. And that's like the end of the thing. And it's one of those things where it's like in the comments of the video, the guy was like, "Listen, this is like a thing. Like I was just watching like random streams and I just so happened to tune in like 2 minutes before this occurred. I feel really bad for this guy, but there's no way I can't upload this." And I was like, that's really shitty, but I also kind of understand. But like, man, that's really sad. Because it was just like the mom just like trying everything in her power to convince her son to go to the bathroom.
Man.
Jesus.
Oh, right. It's a DS.
No, it's Intelio is. Oh,
Nice.
Electropop. How much time do we got left? We got like 20 minutes. I could probably find the next pillar in the next 20 minutes. Now, wouldn't it be fun if all of the pillars in Flopside were in the same location as they were in Flipside? They just had like different puzzles keeping them locked away.
What if they're just reversed?
Reversed in what way?
They're on the other side of the map.
Mirrored.
mirrored. To where they
But
would
isn't
be-
everything already mirrored? Yeah, look, it's Merlon. And look, he's all gray and shit. Like, why isn't he red?
No.
Flopside. What's the name of that? What's the name of that merchant that's in the underground, Grant?
What are we talking about?
Isn't it like Flim, and then on this side it's Flam?
Probably.
You son of a bitch.
I'm in.
It's funny. You go to sleep in this inn. What the fuck? She's just like a gothic chick. Inga's Inn. Oh. Take a star? What does that do? Oh. Okay. That'd be funny if you stayed at that inn and she just robbed you. Oh,
There it is.
that works. Sick.
We can even start the chapter.
I mean, I would prefer to save it, I guess, for next week.
500 hours. Do the pit, Zach. You won't.
I don't have time. And it's not like I get much for the pit anyway. Not until you get to like fucking floor 50. I get to floor 50 in fucking 15 minutes. No, there's no way.
Doesn't it save your progress from the last time?
Can you just
have to
skip? I thought you always. I thought if it died, it would put you back on the multiple of 5 floor. Can you just skip to the last 5th floor you made it to?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
We will
The world may never know.
Now think of that. We did an entire chapter and found the other heart pillar, and this was the same episode where I had to do World 3 again.
It was a
Again.
good day.
Well, Saba wanted me to get Barry, which made sense, but at the same time, I couldn't figure out how to like leave the world, so I ended up having to do all of World 3 again. Oof. Grant, you never named your children.
You don't get any.
Yeah.
Imagine you just named your child, your children, child A, B, and C.
Child 1, child 2, child 3.
But you spelled it
I name
weird.
my children like I name my variables.
A squared.
What was the thing on r/programming humor where it's like, listen, I know they tell you that you're supposed to like write comments and name your variables logically and whatnot, but if you make it as incomprehensible as possible, that's just job security.
Ooh, to the point where you don't even remember? Man.
It's like, try to fucking unspaghettify this shit.
I can't even do it.
I can't even do it. I'll tell you that I can, but I can't.
Pretty funny.
Saba says as tired as possible.
I feel like
Very
Saba's
funny.
Okay.
this time. I'm very tired.
I believe it. You stayed up till 4 a.m. partying.
Think
Yeah.
for what?
There was a Halloween party.
Halloween.
Post-Halloween. Because we didn't do anything on Monday, so...
Like, you mean Day of the Dead party?
Yo, Day of the Dead party. But no, so it was a Halloween party, and I still have like a lot of cleaning up to do, but...
Was it in your apartment?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
It's mostly just dishes.
From all the hot
That's like-
dogs that you guys made.
Yeah. On like beans and stuff, and it was like, damn.
Beans.
Beans is like, damn, I'll do it tomorrow. Cause goddamn am I'm tired.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tippy, are you okay? And I want to be near Mario. Do I start the chapter? It'll give us, you know what? It'll give us something to look forward to next week. It'll be like, oh,
Okay.
we get to continue whatever the fuck this is.
Okay.
The reason why, like, I'm like, because this should be like the caveman chapter, because it's like there's a thing that happens at the end of the samurai chapter that like prevents the fucking other chapters from
Yeah,
happening.
because that's what I thought, and then I was reminded of that. I'm like, no, never mind. This has to happen first.
But like, it makes sense, right? Because it's blue, just like the samurai guys are.
Yeah.
Downtown of Craig.
I'm trying to crack.
Unga bunga.
Bunga bunga.
Bunga bunga.
World 5-1.
We get Cudge.
Hammer.
The best pixel.
Hammer time.
Look at these guys. Look like fucking Picasso.
Picasso.
Man.
These
This
doors
just
are
makes
really
me angry
inconvenient.
that modern Paper Mario can have, like, unique NPCs anymore.
Modern Paper Mario kind of trash.
It has to be a basic enemy. And that's the thing. So like I know that one of the reasons why the Paper Mario games were like became more and more restricted over time was because Thousand Year Door was so fucking buck wild. But like, why can't they make NPCs anymore? Like that's so like sure, you can't have an NPC that's supposed to be a crack addict anymore. That makes sense in your children's game. But like, do you really have to have every character in the one section of Paper Mario Origami King that people talk about? Does every single NPC in that zone need to be a bomb that looks exactly the same? Like, it's so weird.
They can't even put a bow on one of them.
Oh dear. Oh hell yeah! Big Rock who watches. You hook crabnons up, brah. Ta-da.
Oh fuck!
Oh, Crag! What in Crag?
I like the music.
It's great. All the music in this game is great, you know? They were like, shit, all the art in this game is polygons. Let's put the rest of the budget into the music. Nah, Jasperoid. Thought I was losing my crag, bruh. Where's it shaped all weird? Rock who watches. All right, well now we're gonna be sacrificed.
Oh yeah,
My dream.
Mario soup.
Look at this guy. Now this is Jesse.
Oh yeah.
It's Jesse.
It not rocket science. How do you know what rockets are?
Don't worry about it.
Now I
But what
think
if
ab-
they were?
Yes.
What if they were like a super advanced like race?
like
But
they
then
just
they're,
like they just lived like cavemen, but they had like space travel.
No, they went backwards because they're like we've gone too far.
We need to return to our roots. It's what the conservatives truly desire. What was the thing? Like, I think that's one of my favorite parts of the like grander Warhammer lore is that the orcs in the Warhammer universe actually have like a fundamental connection to reality, and whatever an orc believes to be true is true. But luckily, the vast majority of orcs are dumber than a bag of rocks, so they don't use this power effectively. But it does lead to some crazy shit, like in the Warhammer 40k universe, one of the first races that made it off, their home planet was humans and whatnot, right? But then the orcs looked up at like the rockets that were shooting through the sky, and they saw like the red fire coming off, and so they were like, oh, it must go up there because it's red. And so they like painted rowboats and shit red, and suddenly they could row vertically into the air and into outer space. And it's like what the fuck? And it was like they were doing like interspace combat with the orcs, and one of the other factions developed a brand new like space fighter jet thing, and it was purple and it was crazy fast, right? So the orcs were like, oh, purple must mean go fast. So they do the exact same thing, and sure enough, the orcs can now travel at near the speed of light just because they painted the rowboats purple. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. No ideas come to Marbald. Why is his hair such higher definition than his face?
Don't worry about it.
His hair doesn't have any like smoothing on it. It's your thing, bruh. Big rock who watches. Villagers need hooking up, bro. I'm so scared. Wait, look, he has a fucking sound system made of rock.
That's pretty sick, though.
You know what he listens to on there?
Rock.
Could it be perhaps jazz?
It is jazz. I'm surprised you beat me to the punch there. Jesse made the easy joke, which would have been correct if I had not thought of jazz first. Look at this thing.
Brooklyn sunflowers.
Piranha plant.
Is that the idea? Was that the idea behind this world, that these are like where piranha plants come from or something?
I have no idea.
Because I highly doubt that, obviously. But it is really, I don't know, interesting to me that it's like the cavemen are being subjugated by like hyper intelligent and hyper advanced plant people.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. Oh my god. That worked fantastic. Man, how grim would it be if you took off their heads and then like a couple minutes later their bodies just died on their own?
That'd be pretty sick.
No!
There they go.
There they go. It gets me every time, just how everything's just flat. How much time do we have? We have like 5. Oh my god! That's a hint. It's a hint at something. Keep in mind, if you see a Yoshi-shaped rock, we gotta go around it.
A Yoshi-shaped rock.
That's what that was shaped like.
Yoshi.
Oh hey, it's the pedestal we just cracked our spine on.
Tiny house.
Genuinely, perfect time to like stop.
Okay.
All right, well, needless to say, as soon as Adrian left, the conversations kind of died off, but I think that was for the best. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, Jesse, for stopping by right at the end of the stream. I appreciate it as always.
It'd be like that.
I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Saba, I'll see you tomorrow for more Eastward.
Yay. I'm smiling, I swear.
Are you?
I am.
We can play something else.
No, I'm actually really happy. I'm just tired.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
You like that sometimes.
I demand a I demand a 2-page essay on why you're excited for Eastward, and if you don't submit it to me, if you don't
words.
submit it
I'll
to
give
me
you- I'll give
before
you
2
2
a.m.,
words, Zach.
is it Earthborn?
Zach, it is.
God, I love that Eastward is just like okay, but you're in love with the fake game within the real game. It's like, I was about to hold you hostage by saying that if you didn't submit the essay to me by 2 a.m., we were playing Pokemon Coliseum instead. But nah, you fucking beat me with that joke. It's way better.
I did
All right.
it. Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Great. Bye bye, everyone.
Like,
Ciao, ciao.